to tonight's game?
Well, certainly it gives you confidence that you can win the football game because they've proven that. But from Bell County's point of view, they were a play or two away from maybe putting that thing away. I mean, we were in dire straits there early in the football game. And Cameron Sizemore, Dave, if you'll go back to that game, he really took the team on his shoulders that night, scored 5 touchdowns, and I mean, just played an unbelievable football game. And he'll have to play that well again tonight, too. I look for Bale to grab the line of scrimmage and try to make us throw the football. We've struggled at times running it, and at times we've looked okay. But you can rest assured that they're going to try to make us throw the football down the field. From Corbin's point of view, Coach Haddix has had to tell his team, hey, guys, we have to be more physical than we've been in the Knox Central or the Casey game. One of those we won, one of them we lost. But, again, I think you can throw any game that's been played prior to the Bell County game, the Pulaski Southwest game, any game that Bell's played. It's about not turning the ball over, not making mistakes, and being physical. This time of year, it's a little chilly out there. You're bumped, you're bruised, and the tougher guys in a game like this usually come out on top.
Corbin enters the game 8-4, 10-2 for Bell County. And, Coach, you know, this is a bit of an unusual position for Corbin to be in. They're looking for their third consecutive win over these Bobcats.
Well, it is, and you know, Justin Haddix hasn't lost to them yet since he became coach here. You know, and that to me would give you more of a psychological advantage than maybe the game before. Is hey, now we're the favorite person. We won 2 in a row here, and you know, looking to maybe potentially win the third one in a row. But again, it's going to boil down to execution and all the things that you hear all the people say on TV and radio, and all of us guys that were Sammy Sturgill would say us know-it-alls. But I can tell you this, Dave, in games like this, man, you got to be mistake-free. Corbin can't play behind the chains. That's been a problem at times this year. And for Bale, you know, they made some costly penalties in that game up there that really kind of got Corbin going, and they can't do that. And I'm sure Coach Mills has told his team that.
Well, Coach, you know, as far as Justin Haddix is concerned, his reputation is that of an offensive guru. What do you see tonight? What might he pull out of his sleeve that we haven't seen yet? We obviously we talked all year long using the middle of the field, maybe using the tight end a little bit more. They've really played it very close to the vest the last couple games that they felt like they were going to win pretty easily, and they did. Do you expect any new wrinkles here tonight?
I think we're going to throw the football more, David. I think we're going to have to, you know, and that's one thing that's been impressive about his coaching is he, you know, he wants to throw the football, and he wants to spread the field and do some of those things. But, you know, we're just not at the point where we can do a lot of that now. But I think tonight, not only does he realize that we're going to have to throw the football more, we're going to have to do something to back them out of there because they're going to load the box up, I think. Now, you know, yet the game situation will tell us here in a few minutes if that's the case, but I think that'll be the biggest change. I think we're going to have to come out and sling it a little bit.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Both teams both captains out on the field. They just completed the coin toss. I'll be honest, I was looking for Mr. McNeil. I thought he was going to be the guy that did the coin toss, and I think he did, but at any rate, I did not see who won the toss, but both teams coming out of the locker rooms as we speak. Two new play clocks in either end zone. If you've not been here, kind of light the field up just a little bit, but a beautiful night for football. Not too cold, and actually probably the temperature the kids like to play in.
It is. It's really pretty comfortable. I think the temperature will fall as the night goes on, but right now it's not too bad. As a matter of fact, I'm a little bit overdressed, if you will.
You've been in the woods, Coach. You've been out there trying to kill Bambi. How'd that go for you today?
It went about like it always does. I didn't, you know.
Bambi's safe and secure.
Everybody's good.
Bambi's back home watching TV?
Yeah, Santa still got reindeer, so we're good.
Yeah, that's good. Bell County coming out on the field. They burst through their spirit line out there. Bell County dressed in the white uniforms, turned up in navy blue numbers. One thing I appreciate about Bell County, these white jerseys, you can absolutely see the numbers much, much better than you could on their blue jerseys. The blue jerseys they played in up on Log Mountain, Billy, were navy blue with the darker blue, the royal blue rather, with navy blue numbers. Really hard to see. Corbin dressed in their all red uniforms, turned up in gray. And a little bit of a interesting way that the Redhounds in the field, they did not burst through the spirit line, but they walked out. Yeah. They walked out very calmly, and nobody burst into a run until they were completely through the line.
Yeah,
interesting.
I've not seen that. I don't know what that means. I'm sure there's some significance behind that. But I can tell you this. here in about a minute 17, they better kick it up a notch, or they'll wish they had. Because I'm telling you, one thing Bell County's going to do is they'll hit you, and the only way you can play with them is you've got to hit them back.
You know, Buddy, you've seen, and the question that comes to my mind when I think about Bell County, we've seen Bell, we've seen Knox, two teams that are somewhat similar. But I'm going to tell you, I don't know that I've seen a team this year that is as competitively strong, as deep as Knox Central.
Oh, they're very good. They're very good. They're very physical. But what they've got to go with, they've always been physical, but they've got some skill now. They've got people in skill positions, and they're as good as I've seen them in a long time.
We're going to talk a little bit about those skill positions here as the night moves on. A lot of football going on. Each of the divisions down to the final 8 teams in their respective classes. Tonight, these two teams trying to get to the final 4 in their class. More than likely a trip to Belfry. Don't want to put the cart before the horse. Belfry's got to beat Lawrence County, but they were going to that game heavily favored. Back deep for Bell County is Humphrey on one side. Looks like it's going to be number 23 on the far side, Isaac Muncie. We've got Cannonu back with that bully. I can see the neon green shoes. Good to have him back.
Yeah, I saw him warming up. It certainly is. But I got to tell you, the low kid that stepped in last week did a good job.
Fantastic, Billy. Yeah, the future bodes well for the kicking game here for the Redhound. See, he looks really good. Cannonu waits on the official. There's the signal. Just about ready to get underway here from Campbell Field. 3A quarterfinal football. Cannonu puts the toe to it. High end over rim kick that drives Humphrey back inside his 5 at the 4. Makes the catch. Moving towards the goal line. He cuts up the middle, then undercut at the 22-yard line. Goes down hard, and that's where Bell County will take over first down and 10. Not sure who the Redhound was that made that tackle, but that was a nice open field tackle. Humphrey's a hard guy to get on the ground with just one man.
I lost it. I'm kind of corner shot here, but I couldn't tell who made the tackle, but it was a nice, good open field tackle.
Bell County comes out of the huddle, 2 wides to the right side, tight end to the left, and then we've got a stoppage of play. Looks like there was a Redhound towel that got left out on the field after the kickoff, so officials will gather that laundry up. Hopefully that's the only laundry we'll see on the floor tonight, or on the field, I should say.
Corbin with a 5-man line look. They've got out of the 4 look. They've moved Brock up to a defensive end. Is a change.
They're going to play with his hand on the ground. Call up the quarterback, hands off to Humphrey, running very hard up the middle. Keeps his feet churning out of the 31-yard line. Nice run that time, a gain of about 9 for Humphrey. That's Bell County's bread and butter bully. We saw a lot of that in the second half, running right behind those 2 tackles.
That's a 9-yard gain, David, and they did. They came out in a tight set, as I expected them to do, with backs. They spread it a little bit this time with one tight end.
2 wides to the left this time. Back set in and I. First back up the middle. The fullback hit and dropped immediately. He's going to be close to the first down. He just needs to pick up less than a yard. It looks like that will move the chains for Bell County.
Cody Evans in on the stop for Corbin. Cody, one of the defensive linemen. Those linemen are tonight, David. Big Harley Lambert, an all-state candidate. Also, Dylan Brock playing up at defensive end. Braden Severe, Josh Hampton back in the lineup tonight, and Caleb Parker.
First and 10 for Bell County, working from the Corbin 33. And first back through the fullback hit and dropped immediately. Big Harley Lambert with a big hit in the middle. Harley, I believe, was voted the Southeastern SEKC Defensive Player of the year this week.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I may have the SEKC part right, but he won a big award this week as Player of the Year.
And he deserves it.
Defensive Player of the Year.
He's a fine football player, and he'll have to play well tonight. Now Bell behind the chains as they lose yardage on that one, Dave.
He lost a couple on the play, second down and 12 for Bell County. Working from the Corbin 32. Corbin still in the 5-man front. Now they back out of that, back into the 4. Collett moves under center. Ball stumble, picks it up, starts around the left side. A bit of a broken play. He's going to be hit and cut down. Beautiful open field tackle. And Collett knocked down all the way back at the 26-yard line. I didn't pick up that Redhound's number. That was a nice hit.
That's number 23, and I'm pretty sure that's McGuett. He normally wears number 4, but there's no number 4 out there, and I know he would be starting, and the stature of that lad looks like McGuett. But that was a great football play right there.
The way he tackled it looked like McGuett, didn't it?
It did.
Big play coming up here for the Redhound defense, trying to get out the field on third down at about 16. Approaching 10 minutes to go in the opening quarter of play.
Clock may get Bell here.
And if the Redhounds can, I believe they're going to. They had to call a timeout. So timeout taking. No, I don't know that I would have done that. We're going to keep it right here. 9:58 to go in the opening period. You're 3rd and 16 anyway. I don't know that there's that much difference between 3rd and 16 and 3rd and 21, and you're not a big passing team anyway. Is that worth spending a timeout right there?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they've got a little faith that this kid playing quarterback for Bell that can throw it, because we saw that up there. They came out and tried to throw it some with him. But early in the game, I think more than anything, Coach Mills said, "Hey guys, let's settle down here. Let's get the play in. It's early."
And I might be overthinking it just a bit. I don't know how important those timeouts will be at the end of the half, but it seems a little odd to spend one this early on the 3rd down and 16. However,
Corbin alternating their front looks tonight, David. They started out with a 5 look, and then they got in a 4, and they're trying to mix that up a little bit, I'm sure, and confuse Bell County. Now, Braden Sevier hasn't been in the game on defense yet. He may come in now, because Josh Hampton got to start. Sevier is coming in now, so a little different look with some personnel as well.
Well, Wayne Mills gets paid to make those decisions, and we don't. But he will preserve the 3rd down and 16. Bell County working from their own 28, just under 10 minutes to go in the opening period of play. Dave Cox, Burley Foley with you here field side. Bell spreads it 3 wides to the right side, 1 to the left. Collett will work out of the shotgun, 1 back flanking him to his right. That's Humphrey. You got to watch him on the screen. Quarterback draw. Humphrey's got some room. Collett's got some room. Hit and cut down short of the 1st down. Nice open field tackle there, Burley. And Collett will be about 6 yards shy of the 1st.
Well, it was pretty good pickup for Collett, though, too. And I'm curious to see if Coach Mills would try to go for it on 4th down, but he's not. He's going to go ahead and punt this thing away, and I think that's a wise choice.
About 4th and 7 there. Yeah, that's a great play by Cody Evans. I'll tell you what, he has turned into a force to be reckoned with on that defensive line.
So quick down there. He's just really quick player, David, down in there.
A.J. Moore back deep for Corbin.
He's a little bit undersized, but he makes up for it in quickness.
Is that Collett the punter, Burley? I believe that's number 19. The quarterback is the punter, so that's something to be cognizant of. If you're Corbin, low ground ball kick, this one should be able to be fielded on the hop by Moore. Starts up the center field, catches the block, changes direction, back up the middle now, breaks a tackle or 2, and then will be pushed down at about the 37-yard line. So the Redhounds trade field position with the Bobcats, and Corbin will start 1st down and 10 at about their own 38.
Well, here's one of the keys for Corbin. Offensively, they've got to be able to move the football some. The defense came out and did their job, gave up a couple of, decent games, but really had a good series. But now what's happened here recently is the offense hadn't come out and held up their end of the bargain, and they're going to have to do that tonight.
I'm interested to see if Corbin goes with any kids, maybe both ways. If we see maybe Big Harley on both sides of that line tonight, Sizemore going to open up in the shotgun, empty backfield. Now they bring French in front of the quarterback on the jet sweep. They fake it. It's going to be Sizemore starts around the left side. The slips, loses his footing, and goes down to the line of scrimmage. May have fallen forward for a short gain at the yard. It'll be 2nd down and long.
Well, they've had some success with French running that jet sweep, and it was a good play. They faked the sweep, and Bale bid on it, but Big Size lost his footing there before he could get going.
So he certainly had a game against Bell County the first time they played. You have to believe that Bell County will really have a close eye on him tonight, Coach.
Got Caleb Mitchell back tonight in the lineup, David. That's big for the Redhounds.
Yeah, he was a bit wide of us. That was a pretty good little football player right there. French motions back into the backfield. He got the start tonight for the Redhounds. The wide receiver screen up there is going to be caught or incomplete. I didn't see it on the far side. Moore makes the catch and stumbles forward all the way out to about the 44-yard line. That's a good run that time by Moore. It looked like he was jogging that football the entire way, grasped it, and will bring up 3rd down at about 4.
What was low, and he batted it up to himself. He did a good job just batting it up to himself so he could pick up some positive yardage.
He somewhat managed the 3rd down here on 3rd, and let's call it a long 4. Hounds right out of the huddle in a hurry. Here comes the jet sweep. They're going to give it off to French, trying to get around the corner. I don't believe he's going to make it. Cuts it up, lowers his head. Will be knocked down short of the 1st down. Will be 4th down and about 3 now for the Redhounds.
Played very well by Bale. We had people there to block, but they just penetrated it, and we were unable to pick up a game.
So these two teams will trade punts on their initial possession of the football. Back deep for Bell County is going to be, looks like that's number 9, Collins maybe. High snap. Kick on the way to Dandy. Boy, I tell you, it's going to take a Bell County bounce as it bounced sideways and sort of back up the field. The Redhounds finally fall on it at about the 28-yard line. He hit about the 24 and bounced 4 yards back the other way, helping the Bobcats out just a bit with field position.
Pretty good high school punt, though. He's done a good job punting the football this year.
He really has.
Jacob Moore.
Yeah, and Moore's done a good job, Billy, in the secondary as well.
He has. He plays that rover spot, and he's made some plays, made a couple plays at Bell the last time they played.
7:09 to go in the opening period, and no score as of yet. We're going to have a TV time. This game is streaming, I believe, on the WYNT. And when the big boys show back at Campbell Field, Dave Cox and Burley Foley with you here. No score as of yet. 7:09 to go in the opening period. These two teams have both had the football once.
Hey, very quickly
and
here,
away.
Before they start playing again, thanks again to Mr. and Miss Hamlin.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
That wonderful meal that they sent up here via the varsity club.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, they walked in particular order. As a matter of fact, handoff left side, Humphrey runs into his own blocker, then just kind of pigtails on him over the 30 out to about the 33-yard line. Nice gain of about 7 again.
Grant Gibson, one of the inside linebackers. The inside linebackers tonight are Dustin Sands and Grant Gibson. The Rovers are Brock and Moore. The corners are McGuett and Lucas Ellison. The free safety is DJ Murphy. Up front, Big Harley Lambert, Braden Sevier, Cody Evans, and Caleb Parker.
Two wides to the right side on second down and it's about 5. He didn't get a great spot that time, actually. Humphrey again runs right into the center of the Corbin line, lowers his head, gets out over the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Once again, the third down facing Bell County. A short one, though, about 3rd and 2.
Well, Bell already with a little different approach than what they had up at Bell County. They're going to try to establish the run.
Actually going to be closer to 3rd and 1 as they finally get the ball, or the ball marker spotted on the sideline over there. I tell you what, Tick is a torn man tonight, isn't he? On that working that Bell County,
isn't he though?
Bell County sideline. Third down and short, handoff up the gut. Humphrey lowers his head, slams forward. I don't know if he got it or not. He looks to be about exactly where he was at when they spotted it. The official says no, he did not get it. Actually, they moved it back just a touch. So it'll be 4th down in the 4-yard now, and Bell County not even looking like they're going to try to punt it. Redhounds have to be sure, Coach, right here and stay on side.
Yeah, they may try to draw them off here and call a timeout, but I don't know that would be worth a timeout.
Well, I think what they're going to do is hand that big fullback on that quick hitter. That's the play they tend to go to more often than not. And you got to watch busting that front line here. Corbin showing blitz. They got them all around that. And then here is a flag for a delay of game, so it's going to be 4th and about 6 right now. Bell County will kick it away. That's a break, I think, for the Hounds, Burley. I did, as a Redhound fan, and everybody knows who we are, I did not want to see him go for it right there.
I don't think they ever intended to go for it, David. I really don't.
Well, you said that when they broke the huddle. I just wanted us to be sure and stay on side, but they sprinted to the line and really kind of got Corbin a bit antsy. Collett set to kick it away and back deep at the 30. I think back too deep maybe is more. Corbin got a bunch of them around the line. It looked like they may be showing block. Now they're going to fall back off of there. Collett steps into it. Flags are down everywhere. That's going to be an interesting penalty. See what happens there. Punt taken by Moore on the bounce and makes a couple guys miss, and he's going to be hit and piled up out near the 40-yard line. But that flag thrown in the backfield of Bell County.
I can't believe we didn't get a clip. They missed a clip on us big time. I don't know what the penalty is over here unless it's offside.
It could be offside or it could be motion. If it's offside, Bell may get another chance to rethink this 4th down and short again.
I know one thing. They missed a clip right on our sideline over there on us, on Corbin.
And it looks like it's going to be against Bell County. No, offsetting. That's interesting to have offsetting.
They may not have missed the clip then.
Offsetting penalties with one flag. Yeah, legal procedure against Bell looks like a clip against Corbin, so I guess they have to re-kick, wouldn't they?
I think so.
They were both live ball penalties, so yeah, they didn't miss that clip. They'll offset and repeat it again. Well, I'll tell you what, if you were Hal Mummy right here, you'd fake this thing in a heartbeat, wouldn't you?
I'm not sure what's going on here because Corbin's defense is coming back out on the field.
Well, it's a punt receive team.
Big Harley Lambert's on the punt receive.
He is this time. They've got more drop back about the 40-yard line. I don't recall Harley. You're right, though, Coach. I don't recall Harley being on the punt receive most of that. Maybe that's a change-up for tonight. Collett set the punt away. Should hit this one from about his own 20. Corbin shows block again. Now they kind of fall back out of that. Collett steps into it, gets away a nice punt this time, high tight spiral. Fair catch called for by Moore. He completes that at about the 37-yard line. So a gain of about a yard on the swamp of punts for Bell County. Good punt that time from Peyton Collette. Corbin gets it their second time of the night, 1st and 10.
Good job by A.J. Moore fielding that thing, because that gave us pretty good field position. That thing gets on the ground there. You don't know what's going to happen, and it could have rolled deep. But, again, heads up by A.J. Moore. Those are hard to catch, I can tell you, especially on a cool night.
That ball just a little bit damp, probably. Mitchell wide to the left side. Wide to the right side is Moore. Sizemore will work out of the pistol. To his left is Jewell. Hand off to Jewell. Tries to pick his way across the right side. Lowers his head, spins free, maybe for a yard or two out near the 40. They may give him 3 depending on the spot.
If you go back to the last Bell County game, if you'll remember, one of our wide receivers and one of their DBs kept jostling back and forth, and it ended up costing Bell some personal foul penalties. That's already starting to happen again tonight. But I think the young man from Bell throw his hands up and go, no, no, no. So
I think it's number 23, Isaac Muncie.
Yeah. He did, and I'm giving him a compliment. He did a good job.
He did. Spirited young man. They're going to give it off to French, and they take the French on the jet sweep. They give it to Jewell. He picks his way across the line, lowers his head out over the 40 to about the 43. I'll tell you what we've not seen, Coach. We've not seen any Drew Carter yet in this game.
No, we haven't. I think French got the start and is getting most of the playing time.
And Jewell lowers his head and picks up about 5, which will bring up 3rd down and a long 4 for the Redhounds, working from their own 43. You know, and again, we just keep calling for it, and you know, it's they kind of play us, Coach, a little bit occasionally too. I would love to see us utilize that tight end across the middle. Bell County is spinning their ears back, coming after us on any passing situation. You have to look to the middle of it now. Here's Carter in the slot, Billy to the left. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Now they motion French back in the backfield. They fake it. The quarterback's going to keep it himself. Lowers his head, will not get close. Right after the 45 will be about 2.5 shy of the 1st down. Now Justin Haddix will have a decision to make here. On 4th down, well, probably not much of a decision. 4th down and about 4.
You got to punt this thing. Well, here's where we're getting a little bit of trouble, David, because we've not picked up a 1st down yet. Bell's able to leave their defense on the side and picking up some 1st downs. Offensively, we've not been able to pick up a 1st down yet. And we're going to have to do that if we're going to win a football game.
We've had the field position most of this game. Here's the snap. Moore steps into it. Lets it go. Pretty nice kick. Austin Asher back deep. He's going to let it bounce. Takes a nice Corbin bounce, and it's going to be caught back there and touchdown by Lucas Ellison at about the 15. I'd like to see that one take another hop.
One more bounce. One more bounce. Good hustle down, Lucas, but I'd like to see one more bounce.
But I think what he was afraid of, Buddy, was the same thing I was thinking, was that Asher was going to step up and catch it and go by him.
He did.
And so he made a good decision there, actually, in his mind. He said, well, before I let him fly by me with the football, I'll go ahead and catch it myself. So 1st down and 10 for Bell County from the 15. Nice punt again from Jacob Moore. Buddy, he's turned into a weapon back there.
He punt the fool out of it now.
Asher wide to the right side. That's a young man you really got to keep an eye on. He's their main pass catcher. He's locked up there with Ellison to the short side of the field. Hand off up the middle. Muncie bangs it out. He's going to be hit and dropped after a short gain, maybe 3 at the most. 2nd down and 7 now for Bell. Took a pretty good pop that time from Big Harley.
It's really just a heavyweight fight right now because we've got 8 up in the box right now too, playing a man coverage outside, not playing zone. So, Bell's going to have to put it up here a little bit too.
Let me tell you something. If you compare this game to the game at Bell, at the same point in the game with 2:29 to go in the first quarter, we're worlds better off than we were up there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
I was ready to head to the car after the first quarter on Log Mountain. Cody Evans on the nose, handoff right side. That's going to be another short gainer for Humphrey, about 3 maybe. We'll bring up 3rd down, and it was a pretty nice spot. Really nice spot, as a matter of fact. 3rd down about 3. I thought he would went down after 2 or 3 yards. They give him about 4.5. Another 3rd down for this Corbin defense here. Bell County working from their own 22 on a 3rd down and short 3. Dave Cox and Bully Foley with you here. Beautiful night for football. Big stakes on this game tonight, trying to get to the Final Four in AAA. Humphrey leaves it off second back through. Humphrey got the 1st down. Moore breaks the tackle. He's loose in the secondary. 40 runs over a man all the way down to about the 43-yard line. Nice open field tackle there by DJ Murphy. But again, not much help that time on that right side. He burst through the line, and there was nobody there.
Well, we were there. We've come on a blitz then and hit him right in the thigh pads, but didn't get him on the ground. You got to get him on the ground.
Well, it was a good run that time from Humphrey. And he's one of those guys, I think, Burley, that, and you hear it all the time, that gets better with the more carries he gets. He's starting to get lathered up a little bit right now. 2 wides to the left, best field position of the night for Bell County, working from the 43-yard line. Humphrey again works right side, sidesteps the tackle in the backfield, hits, spins free all the way out to the 50. Another gain of 7. Humphrey just kind of making us like it right now.
Well, Bell's starting to push us off the ball there. And again, they're doubling us down inside, and they're trying to run inside out toward the linebackers. Our second level guys, we were in a 4-look then. We've got to get to the football a little quicker.
And Humphrey, 5'10", 175. He's not a bruiser, but he's a good-sized kid, and he really runs hard. He's on the back of the eye. Once again, they're going to get the big fullback this time. He lowers his head, lunges forward, a short gain of maybe a yard. He continues to run after he was down. Good tackling there by Gibson.
Also, Evans getting up off the pile again, brings up another 3rd and short, Davo.
Yeah, they've been playing with a lot of 3rd and shorts here. My guess is they're in 4-down territory here unless they lose some yardage.
Well, I think so. On this side of the 50, I definitely think they would. Well, depending on what happens on this play.
Yeah, if they don't lose yardage. 20 seconds to go as the first quarter winds down. Probably the last play of the quarter. Humphrey's got him at the line. He'll work under center. Tight eye behind him. 2 wides to the left. He gives to Humphrey. Second back through. He's hit at the line. Greg Gunn, he's short. He is not going to make it. From my viewpoint, he looks like he's going to be about a half a yard shy.
Caleb Parker. Huge play by Caleb Parker.
It's going to be 4th and about a yard here, so this is a big call here for Wayne Mills. He's going to have a quarterback to think about it. We have got one in the books right where we started. 0-0. Bell County facing a 4th and short.
At Don Franklin Ford in London.
Back at Campbell Field, Dave Cox, Burley Foley with you, starting the second quarter of play. Bell County facing a 4th down and 1. Not punting it this time, Coach. I believe they're going to go for it.
Oh, I think so. I think they're on that side of the 50. And I tell you what's made that decision for them. They've been able to move the football here on the ground some.
Students being recognized over there on the far side of the field. That's one thing I think Steve Jewell has really done a great job of, Coach. Just about every quarter break, halftime, before the game, he gets some Corbin High School students out on the field and let them be recognized in one of these big crowds. And we've got a good crowd on hand tonight, by the way.
Yeah, late arriving crowd for Corbin, but it's filled up over there. And David, yes, I echo your sentiments exactly on it. It's their school. You know, they're the ones having fun and having achievements and accomplishments. They should be recognized, and my hat's off to Steve for doing that.
I think this is the state championship award-winning theater group. They won the state championship last weekend.
Wow.
And if I'm not mistaken, they've won that state championship 2 of the last 3 years.
I should have won that when I was in school because I acted like I was reading my book.
You were quite an actor.
Hey, they thought I was reading my book.
You acted like a high school student, didn't you?
Yeah, they thought I was.
They're going to the players out on the field. They're going to have to wait to get all these players, these students recognized. They're not leaving until they get the name called. I don't blame them. Yeah, I think two years out of the last 3, that group has won the state. That particular club there at Corbin has won the state championship.
Fantastic. Bell with their Rhino package in there, and it's a Rhino package. Let me tell you.
They've got some beef in the backfield, that's for sure. Corbin needs a bad snap right here. Humphrey may try to sneak it, lowers his head. He's going to take it. He's got the 1st down and more. Hops it down to about the 45. Picks it up easy. You kind of see that. And for me, Burley, I saw him leaning forward just from here, and it looked as if he was going to try to sneak it, and he did.
Well, sometimes the quarterback, the smart ones, if they may have had a play called to one of the beast guys back there, but if he sees a gap and feels like he can get in that gap and pick it up, you know, you give him the liberty to do that. And certainly Collette's one of those kind of kids that would be heady enough to do that.
I'll tell you what, that's a hard play to defend if you've got a really good quarterback that can get his pass down low, at least from that yard. It's 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Back to throws Collette's going to fire it up on the left flat. It's going to be caught back there. Makes a couple guys miss, still on his feet. That's going to be Muncie as he's chased out of bounds inside the 40 down to about the 38, gain of about 8. Muncie makes the catch and a good throw from Collette. That's, I believe, Bell's first throw of the night.
It is. On 1st down, too.
Well, if you're going to throw it, that's a great time to do it. They're going to give him actually about 7, so 2nd and a long 3. Pretty good throw that time, though, from Collette, but he threw that ball just inside the right hash all the way to the left side of the field.
Well, he's a good enough athlete, David, to do a lot of things. We've seen him on the basketball floor. He's a tremendous athlete.
Murray in a tight end to the left side. They're going to give it to Humphrey straight up the gut, trying to get outside. Hit, runs through a couple tackles on his feet. He is loose down the left sideline. To the 10-yard line, lowers his head, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Bell County. Shoot him in the backfield. We had him for a 2-yard loss. Did not wrap up. He ran right through the tackle. And Bell County on the board first.
Well, you're going to have to tackle well, and we didn't tackle well then. We had two players missing. And we were there to make plays. We just didn't get them on the ground.
So Bell County draws first blood. They're on top 6-0. 11-14 to go in the opening half. The all-important extra point coming up. Looks like the kicker is Kyle Lee.
Well, again, Corbin's defense has played pretty good. Now, they broke down there, but I still put some of this on the offense, Dave.
Oh, there's no question. We've not had even a sniff of offense to this point. High snap. They feel it. Kick is on the way. It's going to be no good. Missed it badly off the right side. That one barely made it through the end zone. And Bell County will lead at 6-0. Bell County set to kick it away. Looks like Chase Woolham is going to tee it up there. Corbin's deep back, but he's standing about the 15-yard line. Very shallow back there.
The way he's standing, it looks like he's going to squib it. But he's left-footed, that's why.
Back deep is McGuett. And he steps into it. He's going to boom this one over McGuett's head. Right? Actually drives it back to about the 10-yard line. Starts up the left sideline. He's got a little bit of an angle. Gets around the corner. He's loose. He's at the 30, 35. Lowers his head. Gets out near the 40-yard line. Good run back by McGuett. Then we have flags coming down from everywhere as there's a late hit on Corbin.
What a foolish play. It should have been a call, a foul on us. Had nothing to do with the play. We had a kid come out of nowhere and just hit somebody.
And that's, that's a kid that doesn't play very much. I'm not going to mention his number because it would be extremely embarrassing for him. My guess is he might not play much the rest of the night.
He's getting an earful over there right now.
Yeah, he got hammered. That is going to nullify, and again, it's a good call. That's going to nullify a terrific run back, really good field position. I'll tell you what, you give up the first touchdown of the game, you make the kickoff after the 40, and then you just back it up 15 yards, and that's not what a struggling offense needed.
Boy, as a coach, David, those are the type of things that you just don't, you can't have guys on your team that make mistakes like that.
You know that young man feels about as anybody, but boy, that's just a bad time out there for that to pull off. Osmore's going to keep him around the left side. He's sitting cut down after a gain of about 2. Looks like he may be trying to, and we've seen that before. We've seen Cameron put this team on his back and pretty much muscle his way down the field, and that may be what they have to do. Nobody else really able to get much going as of yet.
Well, he's going to have to.
He's been unable to block Bell really barely up to this point. 3 wides to the right. And off right side, Jewell cut down the backfield. Again, no blocking whatsoever. That's a blitz off the left side. Number 27 for Bell County, Jordan Wombles. Hits Jewell. A loss of about 3. 3rd down and 10 now. This thing really looking good for Bell County. The 15-yard penalty took the wind out of Corbin's sails and another negative play.
Well, I don't think we got any choice, Dave. We're going to throw the football some. Just, whether we want to or not, we're going to throw it some. Because we can't block them. We're unable to block them up front.
Sizemore's going to work out of the shotgun movement. Bell County jumps offside, so Corbin's going to get 5 of them back, it looks like. That was a really good time for that. Good change of cadence there by the quarterback, Sizemore. 3rd down and 5 now for the Redhounds. Well, they needed first down desperately. I don't know, do we have a first down of the game yet?
We did not.
Well, we sure went a long time without a first down. I forget which game it was. On the road here a couple weeks ago, we did went the entire first half without a first down, I believe. Sizemore set the throw, dumps it off left side. Got a man out there. Wide receiver screen. That's going to be short of the first down, I believe. It's going to be close. I believe that was A.J. Moore over there, maybe, or Mitchell.
It's going to be very close.
They're saying first down. Go ahead and move it, guys, before they change your mind. It was A.J. Moore. It was the first down. He needed 5 and got 5.1.
Well, 9 minutes to go before halftime, and that's our first down, David. So our defense has been okay.
Oh, absolutely. If you could get out of the first half, hold them to 6. Handoff left side to Jewell. He pile drives into the line. Just nowhere to go. He runs into a massive humanity and manages to push the pile just on sheer effort about 2 yards.
Well, you know, as a fan, if you're sitting there and this is going on, the first thing you want to do is beat the offensive line up. And we are getting whipped some up there, but we're outnumbered. They got more up there than we can block, and the only way that we can change that is to back them out of there. And the way you back them out of there is you got to throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah, they're coming really hard. It's kind of pinning their ears back. I have to believe that middle of the field would be open, but we'll see. Sizemore takes a look, sets up the throw, fires long down the left sideline. He's got a man out there, and Mitchell runs. It's going to be picked off by Bell County. Another ball knocked free. Well, I'll tell you what, that ball stayed in the air for a long time. Mitchell was 2 steps behind him, and that ball just floated on Sizemore. A good defensive play making up yardage back there by the back from Bell County.
Well, irregardless whether we caught the ball or not, we stretched the field a little bit now.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that because he had him beat. The ball it hung on him just a little bit.
3rd down and a long 8 now for Bell County, or for Corbin, rather, excuse me. Ball on the 38-yard line of Corbin. If you're the Redhounds, you don't need to panic right here. It's 6-0.
Oh, no.
And you just don't want to, get out of your rhythm here and turn the thing over to give Bell County a cheap score. Redhounds confused a little bit here, and they finally get people where they need to be. Mitchell now to the right side. Corbin's going to have to call a timeout. We had a fire drill going on in the backfield. So timeout taken by the Hounds. 8:15 to go in the opening half. Very fast-moving first half of play. 6-0 Bell County on top. We'll break and be back in 30 seconds. Stick around. This is Redhound playoff action on T107.
Davis Salvage in Corbin has been servicing southeastern Kentucky for over 45 years with quality late-model recycled auto parts. Established in 1969, Davis Salvage has built their name with service and experience in the recycled auto parts business. If you've had problems finding the parts you need, there's a good chance Davis Salvage has it. Davis Salvage, located 4 miles south of Corbin on the Cumberland Falls Highway. Phone 528-3951 or toll free at 800-442-7876 and visit them on the web at davissalvageautoparts.com.
Dave Cox along with Bully Foley, field side, 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 7 for Corbin, working from the 38-yard line. 8:15 to go here in the opening half of play, Coach. We got to get something going offensively. It's just we're putting just way too much pressure. It's just too taxing on our defense.
It is, and again, what happens is that changes the swing and the momentum of the game when you struggle like that offensively. If we were going up and down the field right now, even though it was 6-0 and moving the ball some, your kids will be a lot more confident. This is taking the air out of it slowly but surely, and that'll give the air to the Bell County offense.
Redhounds looking at 3rd down and 7. Sizemore working out of the gun. Backs to either side. Fakes it to French. Steps up. Dumps it out left side. It's going to be caught in the flat. It's going to be a 1st down and more. Nice play that time and a beautiful running catch by the Redhound wide receiver right there. That's going to be McGuett.
That was an odd-looking play, but I tell you what, I like it. I've never seen that play. He rode the back like an option coming here, and the lead back looked like he was going to go block the blocker. Then he just kind of wheeled through him a little float pass out there, and McGuett ran it down.
Well, I think the defender left McGuett thinking that the quarterback was going to keep it. The Cam was going to keep it on that right side, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And he just floated it over. I don't know that was an improvisational play there. Improvised just a bit. And off left side, French picks his way into the secondary. He's hit and dropped, but not before a gain of about 3. Good hard run that time by Jonah French. Taken down at 7 now for Corbin. That's good positive yardage, buddy. 3.5 on 1st down.
Yeah, I like that. You could tell there was a hole open there a little bit, but now think about what's happened here 2 previous plays. We threw the long pass, we missed, stretched the field, then we catch them and back them out there throwing one. I think that had as much to do with it as our blocking did.
And I'm looking at Bell County's linebackers, Burley. Not the biggest kids. I would have to believe that we're going to have some matchups in the middle of that field at some point in time. They're good-looking players. They're just not particularly tall. And I'll straight up the gut. French running very hard. Takes tacklers with him. Good run that time by French after the 41-yard line. Gain of about 4 will bring up 3rd and 3.
I'll tell you one thing he doesn't lack. He doesn't lack courage.
No.
I'm telling you, he put that shoulder down and go. He don't have a lot to bring. He's not a big kid, but he's got some quickness. But he brings he brings everything he's got to the party.
He's just a junior. 6:45 to go. They're going to have to hurry because the clock down to 10 seconds. They're chasing players in and out off the field, down to 7, down to 6. Corey's going to have to hurry or spend a timeout. I hope they see the clock because they're not going to get it off, and they don't. They take a timeout for the sideline. You kind of saw that one coming. The Redhounds will spend their time. Now, we'll hang on to it right here. 6:33 to go in the opening half of play. Probably 4-down territory here for the Hounds, wouldn't you say, Coach?
We got a little problem with the chain gang here and the coach.
Well, there's, yes, they do.
And I'm going to tell you this, the chain gang guy ain't backing down either, is he?
No, he's got a job to do.
I can tell you this. He let him know that.
Well, he got tangled up there with one of the Bell County coaches, and now he's telling him that these players were crowding him just a bit.
Tensions run high in these rival games, but it's been a clean rivalry for the most part this year. But the referee's in there now, and he'll get it all straightened out.
You know, if I were a referee, I would not want to be one of the ones on the end that have to deal with those coaches and players. I want to be out in the middle field and stack like you couldn't hear.
Isn't this ironic that Tick Howard, supervisor of the Chains, a Bell County fan, and we've got trouble?
Well, he's the signing secretary of the Chain game.
Well, hey, I see him right now getting on one of them players pretty hard.
Yes, he is.
Hey, and I don't think he's kidding.
No, he lit it up pretty good there. We may make Ticker Redhound fans a little bit over. Big play here, 3rd down and 4. You're going to give it off to French, trying to get around the left side. He's got some room, stretches it out, gets around the corner, lowers his head, dives into the pile. He's going to have the 1st down. I tell you what he does, buddy. He finishes a run as good as anybody on this football team.
He ran a long way for 4 yards, didn't he?
But he finishes the run. He was not going to give up the yardage that he gained by trying to bounce it even further outside.
I'll tell you this, he don't finish the run, we don't get the 1st down.
You're exactly right. Corbin's second 1st down on this drive. Clock down to 6:25 to go. 6:26 to go.
Now Corbin's getting a little offense going. We're competing now.
Well, they really need to punch one in here, just as the half ends, if you ask me. That would be huge. Or really at any time. I'll take it on this play. Quarterback keeper left side, boy bounced it outside nicely. Just a couple tackles. He's into the secondary. The big guy's loose down the sideline. Run all the way down, out of bounds, all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Good run that time by Sizemore. No flags on the play.
Well, we've seen that in the first game, and I expected it here in the second game. But he actually Cameron showed a little speed that time.
Let me tell you what, buddy. If he gets past the initial wave of tacklers, he's bigger than anybody on Bell County's linebacker or secondary
He's
side.
a big kid now. There's no doubt about that.
Their linebackers are a little smallish, somewhat like Corbin's, and they're going to have a hard time tackling him if he gets into the secondary with a head of steam. 1st down and 10 for Corbin. The Redhounds all the way down to the 12-yard line. By far their best field position of the night. And off left side, ball fumbled on the ground, and Bell County's got it. Unbelievable. See you later. That one hit the ground, bounded right to a Bell County player.
2nd down.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Tucker.
Folks, I take it back. Tucker put it down on the ground, but that was French, I think. I tell you, the handoff hit him high, though, but it looked like it hit him. It looked like it hit him. It looked like it hit him high, and Tucker reached for it. It looked to me like it bounded right to a Bell County kid, but somehow, Barley, Jonah French came out of the bottom of the pile with that.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, number 1 had French had it.
He might just been meaner than anybody in the pile.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't know who's. I'm not saying it was Tucker's fault or the quarterback's fault. It looked like it was a bit of a high handoff, but French dug it out of there. To me, I was certain that Bell County had it. 2nd down now and about 11. Big break for the Hounds. Quarterback keeper left side. He steps through a couple tackles, still on his feet. Will be hit and dropped after a gain of about 3. So 3rd down and long coming up for the Redhounds here. With 6 points on the board for Bell County, a field goal may come into play here if the Hounds can't pick it up on 3rd down. From the 10-yard line, it's just a few yards longer than an extra point. Maybe the Redhounds throw the screen here. Maybe the draw. 3rd down and 8, all on the 11. Sizemore working out of the pistol now. One back behind him. They take it. They're throwing to the end zone. They got a man getting near the end zone. He spins free. Touchdown, Corbin. A.J. Moore. Boom. There goes the cannon.
Boy, that was a strike. I'm telling you, he didn't look like he was open, and I mean, he hummed it in there.
Well, that was a beautiful play back there. You may have heard the Bell County coaches behind us screaming, power pass, power pass. Exactly what it was. They fired right, and again, Bertie, the middle of the field.
Yeah.
You can throw. He's a big enough kid to throw over those linebackers out there if he can get just a little bit of room to hum it. Now, for the lead, Cannonu to attempt the extra point. Snaps a good one. Cannonu steps into it, booms it. It's plenty long and plenty straight. Redhounds on top, 7-6, 5:14 to go in the open. Back at Campbell Field, Dave Cox, Bully Foley with you, Bully. That's the best drive Corbin's had in 3 weeks, in my view.
It was a nice drive. It was a good mix of run and pass. A big play by Sizemore, the big run there, really kind of set the thing up. But the key play was Jonah French digging that ball out of the bottom of the pile there when I thought we had fumbled. Well, we did fumble, but I thought we had lost it. But clearly, he came out there with it.
I would have bet a paycheck that was Bell County that recovered that football. And again, if French dug it out of it, another big play in that drive was a beautiful catch and run by McGrett on a little pass out in the flat. He picked up a first down on third and 8.
And this is what we've got to do and be more consistent with it. That was beautiful. And you know, in the games we've lost and the times we've struggled this year, it's been because we haven't been able to put any drives together. We don't have to score on all of them, but we do got to put some drives together because it builds momentum and confidence with your whole team.
Well, it gives those guys a little rest over there. I mean, I know Corbin does not have a lot of guys on that line playing both ways, but if you're out there 3/4 of the time, you're going to get tired. Kennedy set to kick it away. Corbin kicking from our left to right, kicking towards the post office if you're home trying to picture this in your mind. Back deep is Huntfleet, number 5, certainly a dangerous runner, as is number 23, Isaac Muncie. Very good runner in his own right. They're standing at about their own 8-yard line. Good time for Kennedy to drill one here, hopefully. Steps into it, lets it go short one. It's a short end-over-end kick, and Muncie going to catch it on the run. Juggles it, makes the catch, still loose. Is going to be hit at the 30 and knocked down right there. Good coverage by the Corbin kicking team. That one looked funny. Here comes a flag down in the middle of the pile. Not sure what's up to that. I think they might have got Muncie that time. No, they did not. I take that, but he's throwing his hands up like he can't believe it. But they made that call. It's going to be against Bell.
Similar situation to what we did when we received the ball a while ago. They had good field position, just a costly temper mistake.
And that's the young man that had the issues earlier in the year. Now, I did not see him do anything, to be quite honest.
I didn't either.
I really didn't. It looked like so it must have been verbal, but whatever it was, but he's upset. And
I'd say that he's got a short leash on stuff like that.
He's got a pretty good earful from the coach right now, as did the Corbin kid earlier in the game.
Well, Tick's taking over the chains in there, too, if you're listening at home wondering about the trouble on the chain game.
Everything's under control.
Tick said, I got it.
Humphrey pitches out right side, gets it to Asher. He cuts it up against a grain, hit and hammered down, boy. He took a shot that time.
That's good defense.
He took
right
a
there.
shot that time.
Dustin Sams and looks like Big Josh Hampton in on the stop.
And that was a little wide receiver toss. They brought him in motion, but the quarterback just turned and flipped it up to him, and he caught it on the run. But about the time he caught it, he was met by a couple of Redhounds. Sam's there first, as Billy said. A loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12 now.
Bell's not successful going east-west on us. They're successful going north-south. I don't know why they don't stay with that.
Well, they've done it quite a bit, but you're right. Humphrey's going to work out of the gun. He's got it back to his right. That's Humphrey. Collette, rather. Collette's going to keep his up. Goes across the middle. Got his man. The big tight end makes the catch. Pulled down from behind out over the 25 to the 27-yard line. Gain of 12. Nice play that time from Collette. He rode Humphrey, and Collette pulled the football back and hit his big tight end for the first catch of the night for him. That's Ethan Murray, 6'5", 210.
Both of these offenses are mirrors of each other. But they both have to throw the football because one thing both teams are trying to do is stop the run, and they're loaded up and outnumbering them in there.
Again, both of them having success, but it's the middle of the field. 1st and 10 for Bell from their own 28-yard line. Handoff Humphrey straight up the gut, breaks into secondary. Then he'll be cut down from behind at about the 34-yard line, gain of 6 on the play.
Parker and Josh Hampton on the stop for Corbin. But again, east-west, 5-yard pickup.
Clock winds down, 3:45 to go in the opening half. Corbin with the 7-6 lead. A missed extra point, the difference on the scoreboard at this point in the game. Corbin desperately needs to stop right here. If they could take the lead into the halftime locker room, I think that would be huge for the Redhounds. Now watch Asher out here wide to the left side. Collette's going to keep it himself, starts up the middle of the field. The quarterback into the secondary, breaks a couple tackles all the way out to the 45-yard line. Corbin missed a tackle at the 40. Would have been good for a first down, but cost the Hounds another 5 yards. And Bell County picking up pretty good chunks of turf now.
Why Bell would do anything other than run right at us is beyond me. I don't want to coach right now, and I don't But I'll tell you, when they run east-west, it's 5 and 10 yards a crack.
You don't think they're listening to our broadcast on the sideline, do you?
They could be. They need to.
I'm kind of hoping they don't, Coach, because I have to agree with you. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Collette takes it. He's going to keep it himself around the left side. He's got a block right in front of him, turns the corner. He's going to pick up a nice gain of 10 yards. He runs over Corbin defender, lowered his head, and just put the grill on him. A gain of 11, first down Bell County into Corbin territory at the 44.
Just had a hard time with the run right now.
And Corbin needs Bell County to put one on the ground here. 2:50 to go. Clock running now. 1st and 10 from the 45. Clock will be a factor here pretty quickly. Bell's got a couple of timeouts left if my calculations are correct. That's going to keep it again. Left side makes a couple guys miss. Lowers his head into the secondary down to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 6. Clock will continue to run. We'll be down to about 2:20 by the time this play gets started.
That's a wildcat look. Collette's the wide out right now, and they used Humphrey the play before, and this time number 2 on the wildcat look.
That was Chase Willem. You're exactly right. Same set again as Willem will take the snap from the backfield, looks to throw it again. There he goes, JoJo Kemp-like, and he's going to be wrapped up this time after a short gain, only about a yard down to the Corbin 39. Clock will continue to run down to 1:55 to go now, and we got a Bell County player slow getting up one of their linemen. Looks like number 52, Aaron Jenkins.
Well, they need to be in a hurry because they're against the clock right now.
They're down at 5 right now. This is a huge down for Corbin. Probably 4 down territory for Bell, but if Corbin holds them here, the Hounds may take a timeout. But 34 to go. Willem will stay in the shotgun. In the Wildcat, I should say, they bring Asher in motion in front of the quarterback's face. Willem looks like he's going to throw it. Sets up the left side. Going to be caught. Boy, I tell you, Corbin kid fell down, had a beat on it. McGuett lost his footing. I believe he would have intercepted that ball, Burley, just down to the 30-yard line. Not a big gainer, but it will be enough to move the chains for Bell.
He would have at least got his hands on the football, David, had he not failed.
I'm thinking he might have taken it the other way, Burley, and I know that you always say that, but it really looked like he made a perfect break on the ball. They just hit a west spot and went down. Now there's a minute 10 to go. Bell County's got some confusion here. They're changing packages.
They must be out of timeouts.
The play clock down to 7 seconds. Now they're bringing Collette back in. They're going to have to use their last timeout here, I believe. Well, they lost a bunch of time there. It was a minute 15, and then they let 16 seconds run off and have to take a timeout. And Bell County will take the timeout. We'll hold on to it right here. Ball's on the Corbin 30. Hounds lead 7-6. 59 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, what this does, it changes what Bell likes to do. They don't have time, David, to run it unless they can break one, obviously. But it's going to put them in a passing situation. I think that probably favors, they can throw it, but they don't want to because they're having so much success on the ground. So that timeout, that changed the whole complexion of the game because if you still got that timeout, you can go ahead and run.
Keep it in the middle
you
field.
got that in your pocket, but now you can't do that, I don't think.
And again, I may well be wrong, but I think that was their last timeout.
I'm pretty sure they just got one.
Corbin leads 7-6, 59 seconds to go here in the opening half of play. 1st and 10 for Bell County from the Corbin 30. Both teams gathered up around their coaches. Been a good first half. Been a well-played first half, a hard-fought first half. Corbin a little tardy in getting their offense going, but really good drive on their last possession to take the lead 7-6.
The one thing I saw in the first half that's encouraging for me for Corbin, it was a question coming in based on the Knox Central game, and just a little lull was would we match their intensity and their physical part of the game, and I think we've done that for the most part.
I would think so as well. It looks like Collette's going to be back in at quarterback, or is that Willem? That's going to be Willem. No, Collette, excuse me. He's back to throw. So that could be a hold right there. Collette just throws it into the cheerleaders over there. I think Bell may have gotten by a hold there. They had Big Harley wrapped up like they were tackling him. Harley still managed to put enough pressure on Collette to force him to throw it away. Second down and 10. Clock stopped with 52 seconds to go.
Well, back to what I said, and I don't know that you don't try to squeeze one more run in right here, but it's tough without a timeout.
If I'm Corbin, I'm watching for the screen here to Humphrey. They would love to get it to him in the flat and let him work the sideline, run that route to stop the clock that way. But he's a kid that can catch the football, too. Ball's on the right hash mark, 30-yard line of the Redhounds. Humphrey takes it, looks to throw, steps up. Here comes the blitz. He fires on down the left sideline. He's got a man out there. Through his hands. Boy, he missed it. Hit him right in the midst. He was open. He beat the Corbin defender back there, and Muncie unable to haul it in. And that would have been a big strike down to about the 5-yard line. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 10 from the 30 for Bell County.
Boy, Collette did a great job looking that off. He was looking to that right side to the last minute, and Muncie just dropped it.
Well, again, they kept Humphrey over in that right flat, and Corbin showed him a lot of attention. So 3rd down and 10 now for Bell County, 43 seconds to go. Muncie back to the left side again. He's matched up out there with McGuett. Collette working out of the shotgun. Sets up, here comes the blitz. There's the middle screen. They get it to Woolham. He's got a lot of room to run. Boy, I tell you, that's a nice play. He's going to be hit and cut down inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. That was a jailbreak for Corbin. They brought everybody, and Bell County had the screen set up. You can kind of see that coming, Coach. The only difference there, they threw it to Woolham instead of to...
Well, I've been watching our linebackers, David. They're dropping in that hook curl. They're looking outside. They're never looking inside.
And Collette takes the snap, and he was spiky with 28 seconds to go. So 2nd down and 10 now from the Corbin 18. Corbin with a 7-6 lead. And boy, the middle of the field is dead wide open again right there.
Well, we've got 2 inside linebackers. What they're doing is they're turning and facing the outside. You teach them to drop back there, but you've always got your eyes looking back inside because one of Western linebackers, we're still running to the hook curl while the screen guy's catching the ball. And then you've got to break and come back, and we didn't do that.
2nd down and 10 for Bell from the Corbin 18. Collette back to throw. Sets up, fires across the middle, incomplete. Well, I say that one stayed in the air for a while off his hands, and a Corbin kid made a diving attempt for it. Could not come up with it, so it's 3rd down and 10 from the 18. The defense needs a stop here. 22 seconds to go.
Well, I tell you this is not Collette's fault on this drive because he's had 2 drops that would have been big plays.
Corbin's got to be careful here. They're getting close enough to Collette to get some heat on it, but you do not want to rough the quarterback here if you can't get to him. That time they were close to getting maybe just a little too physical after the ball was gone.
You can't sell out to the pass here and forget about Humphrey sitting in there.
3 wides to the right. Now they bring Woolham in motion back to the left side in front of the quarterback's eyes. Back to throws Humphrey to get a little pressure on fires across the middle. This is going to be broken up out there. Good defensive play by that's DJ Murphy out there. They got a hand on that one. Also, then we got a hold against Bell County. A flag comes down in the backfield. Now, if you're Corbin here, it's 4th down and 10 from the 18. Do you back him up and give him another shot with 14 seconds to go? I think you probably do with no timeouts, right?
Yeah, with just 10 seconds, with that much time, I would probably back them up.
Yeah, 14 seconds because they can easily get to the end zone from here, but you back them up to the 28. It's going to be 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and 10. The ball's going to be back. I say no, it's actually more than 28, but that's a point of foul. I forgot about that. That's a point of foul penalty. We'll take them all the way out to about the 36-yard line. Just 14 seconds to go. On an incomplete pass, you're probably going to give them 2 plays. So here's the formula. Would you rather give them 2 plays from the 36-yard line or 1 play from the 18?
The 36.
There you go. Humphrey working out of the shotgun. Set to throw it. Sets up. Fires long down the left side. I've got a man dead wide open. Muncie catches it. Takes it in. Touchdown. Unbelievable. He could not have been more open. He ran down the left sideline. Got in between 2 Corbin defenders. Makes the catch. And Bell County back out on top now. With 8 seconds to go.
Well, here's what's bad about that play. That was a single receiver to this side. Had trips to the other side. We've got a free safety and a corner over here, and we didn't cover it.
Well, it is what it is, and they could have ran that play from the 18, from the 36, or from the 77-yard line, and it would have been a touchdown. He was absolutely wide open. Now Bell's going to line up and go for 2, and we've got a timeout taken by Corbin. And as we're going to talk things over here, Bell County leads at 12-7. This is a very important extra point here. And I think that's a great timeout by Coach Tommy Greer. The kids are down a little bit. You've just given up a touchdown with 8 seconds to go in the half. You could easily lay down and let them score 2. But you keep them where they're at. A touchdown, Burley, will put you back in the lead.
Right. I think so. And not only that, I think he's got to call timeout to make sure we understand what coverage we're in.
Yeah, I think you got to cover 23. He's the only guy they've thrown it to tonight. And they lined him over here, like you say, by himself for a reason.
Well, you know, if that play happens in the middle of the quarter and you know they're not going to throw it, you know, or run it, that's one thing. But if it happens in a situation like that, that's bad. I mean, that was a real bad breakdown.
Well, not a good time. And again, that's the way it works sometimes with these young men. These are 17, 18-year-olds, and they're certainly it bothers them more than it does us. But we really, to me, part of the problem is we have not gotten unplayed on the ground yet. No. We did get a little close to him there one time, but he's been able to throw it back there almost like playing touch football.
Well, that's because we got them all backed out there. We're rushing 4, and they're raising 5 in the block, and sometimes 6.
Yeah, pretty similar to the Louisville Central play last year, where he just kind of sat back there with plenty of time for them to run the pattern. You got to get after that quarterback. All right, here's a big play, Bill, going for 2. Collette takes it, rolls to his right. He is looking. He may try to run it. Throws it, fires across the middle. Got a man complete. Extra point, good. And Bell County celebrates. That was to the quarterback. That was Willem actually out of the shotgun. Threw it to the quarterback, Collette. And Bell County leads it 14-7 now.
We're confused about what coverage we're in right there because McGuett was the corner on that side, and he's trailing him all the way across. It looks like we're in zone down there. So I'm not sure we know what coverage we're in.
Bell with the 14-7 lead. The Bobcats celebrate as they should. 8 seconds to go. Corbin's going to have to field a kickoff here, then try to regroup at halftime. Well, that is a devastating blow as far as momentum is concerned. Certainly not out of the ballgame yet. The Redhounds right in the middle of this thing. But that's a devastating blow after you march down the field and score, give up a couple third downs, and then really you thought you had them in pretty good shape on third down and 22 or whatever it was. Willem set to kick it away for Bell County. Back deep for the Hounds, McGuett, and it looks like, is that Moore on the far side over there, brother? I can't think
it is. A.J. Moore.
Set the number, okay. Well, they've laid the football almost down flat on the tee and willing to squib this one up the middle. And he does. Gets a Redhound, and he falls down it. That's going to be a nice job that time by Drew Carter. That's the first time Carter's had the ball in his hands all night, Coach.
It is. He hadn't played any. I don't think it. I would play a little bit at receiver.
7 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from the Hounds from their 37-yard line. Do you just take a knee right here, Coach, or do you?
Oh, I think you do.
Try to pull something out of the hat.
I think you run it right here.
They're gathered up around Coach Haddix over there. An awful long time to take a knee. Still around him. Here come the Hounds, dusting back out onto the field. Corbin down 14-7. Boy, it looked like they were going to take the lead into the locker room. And big play by Bell County, 38-yard touchdown pass to Muncie. They give it off to Jewell. He's going to be hit in the backfield and drop for a loss of a couple. Running hard, and here comes a flag down on top of the play from the back judge. Well, I'll tell you what, that may be the longest flag I've ever seen thrown. That thing covered 15 yards, 20 yards.
Face mask is what the call is going to be.
Well, if that's an intentional face mask, they'll get Corbin out near midfield. You may take a shot at the end zone with 1 second to go here.
Now you might try something.
We'll move the football out just on the Bell County side of the 50, so Corbin will have one more play here, barring a defensive penalty or a score. 14-7, Bell County on top. It's been a good first half. Corbin one big break down there on the long pass play. Really hurt the Hounds, and then they set the clock and run it, and that will bring to a close the end of the first half. Corbin able to get a play off before they could get to the line, and the Hounds trail 14-7 to break. We'll take a timeout, then be back to Campbellfield. Stay with us. If our kids were up here with us, we could figure it out. No joke. Just about ready to kick things off here in the second half. Kyle Lee's the extra point kicker. He's on the kickoff team, but he is not the kicker on the kickoff. This is going to be Wolf. He does a little bit of everything for Bell County. Chase Wolf, a very good basketball player as well, but very stout young man, 5'10", 200. He approaches, lets it go, puts the left toe to it. It's going to be McGuett, lets it bounce at the 10, picks it up, chases it around. Now he starts up the right sideline, gets a block, gets out on the 20, 25, reverses his field, and is will finally be taken out. Well, finally he's taken down. My goodness, what a great run by McGuire as he gets out over the 30 to 33-yard line. I thought he was tackled on 3 different occasions, Burley. And we've got a Bell County kid down on the field hurt. And he is, that's Asher, and he is in some obvious pain just writhing on the turf. And what I tell you, he's a really good player for Bell County.
Yeah, I think it's his ankle days where he keeps reaching to get. Coach Mills out with him now, and we hope he's okay. Was a great run by McGuire. I tell you, this kid's he's got a future in football. He's a nice football player.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, earlier in the game, and I know it's ifs and buts were candy and nuts. We'd all have a Merry Christmas, but if he had not slipped on that pass early in the first half, I really believe he was going to take that thing about 70 yards for a touchdown. He broke perfectly, fell down, and the ball just floated in the air with absolutely nothing but green grass in front of him.
That's what he does so good for a young kid is, he anticipates. You can just tell he's savvy of the game. And, you don't coach that. You just, there's 4 or 5 kids on every team that you just don't tell them. You don't have to tell them what to do. They know what to do, and he's one of those, I think.
I'll tell you what you can tell about him. He's played in his backyard. And he's played with older kids and younger kids, and he's figured out that, you can the when to break on the ball, when to kind of tempt him into throwing, you know what I'm saying?
He has.
Well, Asher's still down on the turf. Now they're going to get him up, and they're not putting any weight on that left foot. He's in some obvious pain. That's a bad break for Bell County. He's a really good player. He does a lot on the special teams, and really coming into this game, he's been their leading receiver. Now, not tonight. Muncie has been the kid that's hurt Corbin tonight, but maybe that will allow Corbin to focus a little more on Muncie. You certainly don't want to see anybody get hurt. You don't want to win that way. Maybe they can get him taped up and he might be able to come back, but it's not looking too good right now. Sizemore's got him back at the line. 1st and 10 for the Hounds. Takes a snap. Goes the wide receiver screen out to the left side. The catch is made by Moore. Makes a couple guys. This starts up the left sideline. He's in the secondary. 45, 50. Chased out of bounds inside Bell County territory at about the 49-yard line. Good run that time. Maybe the first time this year, Bo, that we've got that initial block. The first time in a long time that we've got that initial block on the wide receiver screen.
Yeah, that's the thing about that play. You can catch it and throw it perfect, but if you don't get that first block, it doesn't work. And that time we were there to knock them off the ground.
Right back at the line, trips to the right side. Sizemore takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Starts up the left side. He's got some room. He breaks in the secondary. Up the left sideline. 40. Lowers his hip. Gets down inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. An excellent run by Sizemore. 2 big plays by Corbin. And the Redhounds are down threatening at the Bell County 33. 2 plays into the second half.
Well, they came out with the same set that time that they completed on the wide receiver screen, but this time Sizemore kept it to the left side and was able to pick up big yardage. So good momentum here for the Redhounds early.
Sizemore is going to pick up some big yards when he gets into that second level early because he's bigger than anybody Bell's got other than their defensive lineman. Hand off up the gut, breaking tackle in the backfield as Jewell lowers his head, hops over tackle at the line of scrimmage, gets down inside the 30 to the 29. Let me tell you something. That was a great move by Tucker to avoid a 5-yard loss.
He did a good job. He did the little hop, skip jump, as they say, and Tucker, he's low to the ground, and he's got good feet, and he's able to do that.
And he's tough.
He's plenty tough enough. He's a jewel.
He's tough. Let me tell you what, I love to watch that kid play. You never see any histrionics with him. He just goes out and plays. Sizemore's got him at the line, take it down in 6 after the 4-yard gain. Sizemore will keep it himself, gets the block, turns the left corner, is going to have the first down, and just a touch more probably as he gets down inside the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. Actually, will depend on the spot, I believe. My angle was not as good as it should have been, but he's really close to the first down.
It looks close enough to me, but
then they measure it. Well, they're going to say just a touch shy. 3rd down and golly, inches. They've got the down marker right on the yardstick over there. I think they are going to measure it, so Steve Jewell will use this. Since the ball is over on that, or actually outside of that far hash mark by the Corbin bench, I said Steve Jewell. Hey, Phil Chaddick.
Tex is back on the chain, and he's getting it, son. He's wide open right now.
It's a big game. It's a big game. Let me tell you, when the signing secretary steps out there and...
Well, he didn't start out on the chains.
No, they had a little controversy.
They had a little problem. And then Tick said, I got it.
Hey, Corbin's going to be a little bit short on that one. Looks like a couple of feet, less than a yard. But now, if we want Tactics will use this for a mini timeout over there.
If we were playing Bale, we would have got that. I'm going to tell you.
Without question. Without question.
What we're talking about is old buddy Tick Howard works the chains, and he's from Bell County, but he's lived here in Corbin all his life, and a fan of both teams, so we like to give him a hard way to go.
He's torn tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, too.
Dick's telling him, I got this.
Dick says we're not measuring anymore unless they're on my side of the field.
Right. Or he may need a sub to run that out there.
Let me tell you something. That's a 100-yard sprint to the other side. That's 50 yards wide. He had to go all the way almost the other side and back here.
I'd tell him bring the football over here to the chain.
Yeah, there you go. That would have been easily done. 3rd down and 1 for Corbin here. What you don't want to do, probably in 4-down territory, is lose any yardage. Sizemore moves up under center. Takes a snap, keeps it himself, lunges forward, keeps his feet turning. Yeah, it's going to depend on the spot, but I think they're going to give him enough forward progress to pick up the 1st down.
It's about got to be.
Tick is, well, I'll tell you, Tick's he's about to go down over there. I'm a little worried about him. He said, please, not another mission.
I believe that's 1st down.
They eyeball this one. 1st down, Corbin. It's going to be at the 22. Played down at the 22-yard line. 14-7, Bell County on top. Redhounds driving in their opening possession of the 2nd half. Dave Cox and Burley Foley with you here. Cameron Sizemore working out of the pistol, leaves it off with Jewell. He's going to try that right side. Breaks free at the line of scrimmage. Gets a nice gainer as he took some tacklers with him inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. Gain of 5, maybe 6. Good run by Jewell. Corbin's offensive line, Bully, starting to wear down Bell a little bit. Now, Bell, they don't platoon like the Redhounds do.
No, they don't. Well, I tell you, we look like a different football team offensively right now. We come out, we look sharp, polished, moving the football on the ground.
And we have got a timeout on the field, I believe. Not sure who called it. Maybe a TV time.
I think it's going to measure.
I don't think you're right, Coach. Cool. Dick sent another man out.
Yeah, he said, I got you. he don't do too.
No, he's not. Oh, my. It's going to be short again, by about the same amount it was last time. And but that's going to bring us 2nd down in inches. And really, if you're Corbin, anything can happen, but you really don't mind that being 2nd and short right there. You think you're going to pick it up, so this kind of gives you a free down. You can take a shot right here. Hey, what you don't want to do is obviously turn it over or get sacked.
One more thing about the chain game. We don't only platoon with offense and defense. We do it with the chains, too.
Oh, that's pretty good. Dick's a good man, though. I tell you what, those guys, they're dedicated. They're done in every game. Sizemore works out of the gun. Now the back shifts it either side of him. Cameron takes it, leaves it off up the middle. He's going to throw it, looks underneath, and under through it. No, it's caught. It's caught by Carter. Excuse me. He made the catch in the flat. And it's caught. Touchdown, Corbin. Carter got into the end zone. I will tell you what. Here's exactly what happened. Carter was completely blocked out by the defensive back or the defensive line. I didn't see him. I did not see him. And he made the catch. I thought that ball was thrown in the ground. Carter grabbed it and took it in for the touchdown.
I thought he threw it right in the ground. I thought, why did he throw that thing so short? And he was throwing it to Carter short there as A.J. Moore ran him off to the flag. Carter comes underneath, but we couldn't see him. And it looked just like Sizemore threw it in the ground, but instead for a touchdown.
All-important extra point coming up here for Cananu. Corbin down by 1, trying to tie it up. High snap. Sizemore gets it down. Cananu steps into it and drills it right through. Corbin ties it up 14-0. Exactly what the doctor ordered here, buddy. They come out in the opening quarter, and not on the big play, but they march it down methodically, which may build a little more momentum than hitting the big play. Hounds tie up 14-14, 9:27 to go in the 3rd. We'll break in the... Back at Campbell Field, Dave Cox and Burley Foley with you here. We are all tied at 14, 9:27 to go in the 3rd. Corbin trailed 14-7 at the half, and the Hounds take the opening kickoff of the 2nd half, march it right down and score. 15-yard pass from Sizemore to Drew Carter. Burley and I thought the same thing. A.J. Moore was open in the end zone, and he threw it well short. We could not see Carter. He was completely obscured by defensive linemen. I thought he'd thrown the ball right into the ground. And Carter made the catch and then came out of the pile with it and took it in for the touchdown.
Made a nice run after he caught the ball.
Cananu set to kick it away, steps into it. This is a high squiver kick, takes a crazy bounce, fielded by Bell County back at the 30-yard line, and he is immediately hit and dropped. Big pile up there at about the 31, and that is where Bell County will take off 1st and 10. Now, I don't know if Cananu missed that one or if he did that on purpose, but that was an odd kick right there. Probably kicking away from home plate back deep, though, I would think.
we'll see if our defense can get better on first down here and not let them have such a positive play on first down. That's been Bell County's success tonight, is they've been done very well with first down plays.
Well, let me tell you, if they did not hit if they had not hit that big long pass at the end of the first half, they would have had to been disappointed with 218 rushing yards in the first half and only 6 points. Did not turn out that way. They ended up getting 14 on the board, but Corbin able to keep them out of there most of the time. Handoff right side to Humphrey. He's going to be hit and wrestled down after a gain of about 3 this time. Right off that right tackle. Pretty good tackle on by the defensive back on that side for Corbin. That might have been McGuett in there.
Grant Gibson.
Gibson, okay, 38. 32, excuse me. I tell you what, Gibson's in a lot of plays.
He's a smart kid. He's a smart kid. Only a freshman.
He's got a lot of courage. You give him 2 on the play, second down and 8, kind of a long 2, so second and long 7 we'll call it. 2 wides to the left, that's on the far side of the field. Back to the other side, the wide receiver. Then they get it into Asher. He's hit and dropped and lost on the play. Pushed all the way back. They're going to go ahead and blow the whistle. They push him down all the way back to the 22-yard line. Now, that's not going to be that. Was the ball come loose? Redhound said they got the football. They took it away from him, Burley. The Redhounds had the ball, but they're going to say that his forward progress was stopped well upfield at about the 24. That's probably a pretty good call by the official, I would think. Now, I don't agree with where they're placing that football.
Oh, no, that's not a good call. That's awful.
Oh, he was
a good 5 yards back there.
Oh, that's a terrible call right there.
Awful.
That was a loss of 5 yards. Now, the Corbin coaching staff going nuts right here, as they should. And one good thing for Bell County is Asher back on the field, but he was a kid that was hurt earlier. Well, Corbin, they cost Corbin 5 yards that time. He was well up the field. Back to throw is quarterback looking to fire down the middle of the field. Got a man out there incomplete, overthrown, intended for Asher. And well, I tell you what, that was a terrible spot by the official.
Awful spot. Awful. Corbin's defense comes up big here, Davis. Bell's going to have to punt this thing away.
Yeah, Collett chased out of the pocket. A little bit of heat. They still didn't hit him, but they at least made him change his stride just a bit.
Let's go back to the screenplay that Bell tried to throw. The receiver screen over here. Lucas Ellison and Caleb Mitchell made tremendous plays on that.
Well, if A.J. can field this one cleanly and Corbin does not get penalized, they're going to come away pretty good field position, you would think. Willem steps into it, lets it go. This is a nice, tight spiral, going to be fielded. Well, he moved away from it. I don't know why. Now he's going to let it go, and it's going to roll about another 15 yards down the field. I think maybe he lost that one in the lights, which is probably a smart play. He got away from it, but it will roll all the way down to about the 22-yard line. Hit it to 30, roll about another 10 yards or so down the field, and Corbin takes over first and 10.
Well, the rule of thumb, David, is if you're not sure on punts, don't catch it.
Right.
Period. So, I always understand that. A lot of times, I've even seen in college, you will say, why didn't he go catch that thing? If there's any doubt, let it hit the ground.
Well, we know that A.J. likes to catch them. I mean, he certainly...
Yeah, he'll catch it in traffic.
Yeah, he certainly wants to run it, and I'm suspecting he lost that one maybe in the lights or just didn't see it cleanly, but he got out of the way and cost Corbin a few yards, but they do retain possession. First and 10 from their own 21, all tied at 14. About midway through the third quarter here. Dave Cox and Burley Foley with his Sizemore takes. He's going to keep it himself, trying to get around that left side. He's got some blockers out in front of him. He turns the corner, runs into his own man, and just power drives him out over the 30-yard line, gain of about 9. I'm going to tell you what, if there's a tougher kid in southeastern Kentucky than Cameron Sizemore, I don't know who it is.
He's a pretty tough kid.
He is a tough kid.
It looks like we've changed uniforms because this is exactly how Bale was doing in the first half, was coming out and getting big chunks on first down, and now we're able to come out and do it, and it's changed the whole complexion of our offense.
Gain of about 7. They say 6 on the scoreboard. We'll call it second down and a long 3 working from the 28. Sizemore in the pistol. Bell County jumps offside. The Bell kids are pointing at Corbin, but the Bell County kid made contact when he crossed the line and will go against the Bobcats. That'll give Corbin a first down. And Wayne Mills is signaling. I tell you what I think happened. I think the Bell kid crossed the line and forced Corbin to move. In actuality, that's what I believe happened. But doesn't really matter what we think. The officials call penalty on Bell County.
I think they've done a pretty good job in this game, though.
Great job. The only bad call I can remember is this spot down here.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And of course, we're partly to blame for that in that we continue to push him back for about 30 yards. Sizemore's going to take it. Steps up, fires long down the left sideline. The ball's up in the air. Corbin running deep down there. He's got a man up there. Is it? No, incomplete. Boy, I tell you what, ball was thrown very well. off the hands out there of the wide receiver. Is that Moore on that far sideline?
It's either Mitchell or Moore. I can't tell. I think it's Mitchell.
I believe that one is Mitchell. Again, that ball up in the air, and maybe just a touch long, but a very well-thrown pass. And Mitchell got his hands on it.
He was definitely beat. He was beat.
I tell you what, Burley, Mitchell shows some pretty good speed.
He's rangy. You know, he's about 6'2".
Second down and 10 now. Big play here for the Hounds. They need to pick up some yardage to try to get into a manageable third down. Sizemore keeps himself running to his left, hit at the line of scrimmage, stood up, and dropped. I don't think he gained much. If anything, a yard will bring up third down and 9. Corbin working from about their own 35. So that shot on first down stretches the field a bit, but I'll tell you what, if you don't connect, it really puts you in a tough position on second and long.
But I like those once in a while, because especially his team doesn't want to load the box.
I would have really liked that one, had Mitchell been able to hold on to it. Three wide out to the right side. Severe's right in the middle of that trip set. Far side of the field. Sizemore looks to throw. In the pocket, pump fakes, breaks free from the pocket, still on his feet, going to be hit and sacked. They wanted to wind.
Late hit. Late hit. Yeah, they called it too.
And it was a late hit. You're exactly right.
I'm sorry, I just cheerleaded in the microphone.
No, that's okay.
I didn't know they were going to get that.
I was looking down the field, and Moore was open in the middle of the field. Sizemore alertly held on to the football. He cannot afford to throw it. They're going to pick that flag up.
No.
Yeah, they did. No, they picked it up after they mark it off.
Yeah. I started to say that was definitely a late hit.
Yeah, it's 15 yards, too. That's a big one. And it was so obvious that the Bell folks aren't even complaining. Well, again, those are the kind of plays that turn games like that around sometimes. That's third down and long. Bell's defense is off the field. And then a late hit. And, Sizemore will get some of those because he's just so hard to get on the ground. Cameron working out the shotgun. Drew Carter back in the game. He's got a touchdown in the contest, and we've got flags everywhere. It looks like this one's going to go against Corbin, maybe. It's motion. Yeah. Starting to get just a little bit chippy out right there right now. I'm seeing some just a few little pushes and shoves here and there.
Well, it's desperation time, David. These kids have fought hard all year, and it boils down to, another 17 minutes. Some of them in their career.
Just a little under 6 minutes to go in the third. We're tied at 14. Corbin football, first and 15 at the 44. Carter White to the right side, as is A.J. Moore. Jewell to the left of the quarterback, Sizemore. Takes it. Sizemore's going to keep himself again running to his left. Lowers his head, breaks free. He's at the sideline, still on his feet all the way down to the 41-yard line of Bell County. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, but a rumbling gain of 14 yards for Sizemore.
He's a horse. That's the only way to describe him. He's a horse.
Hey, saddle up, guys, because he's put Corbin on his back right here in this second half. He's going to be marked about a yard shy, so second down and a yard here. If Corbin can get a first down here, overcoming that first down penalty, buddy, that's big.
Huge. Yeah, but Bell, they did it to themselves here, and we saw that in the first Bell game. It was definitely a late hit, and you just can't do stuff like that in a big game. We had one early.
Nobody in this sideline complained. We're over here right behind the Bell folks. Nobody complained. Handoff Jill up the middle, and this time it's going to go against Corbin again. Boy, that's a terrible break that time for the Redhounds as they turn the second one into second and 6. Motion again. Those are the kind of penalties that you can't afford to have. Both teams just a little bit tight right now.
You got to recompose. If you're Bell or you're Corbin, you just got to recompose.
I tell you, Humphrey over here limping on the sideline, trying to run and stretch out. He's in some pain, Burley, limping noticeably on that Bell County sideline. He's got his helmet off over there, trying to run something off.
I hope he's okay.
He's holding that right hamstring. Sizemore working out the shotgun. Corbin on second down and 6. They give it off to Jewell. Hits the hole. Breaks the tackle. Lowers it. Moves forward all the way down to the 40. First down, Corbin. Jewell running very hard. Took a couple guys with him that time. Jewell got his pads lower than the defender, and that will pick up the Corbin first down.
Guys up front knocked him off a ball, too. That's a pretty good job up front. Great run by Tucker, but again, offensive line playing a little better tonight. Playing pretty good.
If you get Tucker in a one-on-one kind of a circumstance, he holds his own with anybody.
He's a 500-pound squat guy.
Yeah, he squat. I don't know how much those two cats on his back were right then, but he was squatted about 500 up in for 5 yards. Sizemore takes the snap. Looks to throw. He's going to get a trouble. Throws it up on the left sideline. It's going to be nearly intercepted and finally knocked down. Boy, that was a ill-advised pass at that time from Sizemore, and it just stayed in the air a long time, batted away.
Yeah, he should. That's one Cameron should have kept in his pocket. You got to throw that one away. You throw that one away where Meathead and them were standing.
Yeah, that was a break for Corbin that time. So 2nd down and 10 now for Corbin from the 39-yard line. The ball just shy of the 39. 3:48 to go in the third. We're tied at 14. Corbin offense was on the field for a long time. They'll pick up some yardage, lose a little bit, pick up some yardage, lose a little bit. And Corbin again, but he continues to take that shot on 1st down the field.
I think that's made the difference in their running game.
Sizemore takes it, puts up, wide receiver screens, got A.J. Moore, makes the catch, breaks a couple tackles, a nice gainer of about 7 yards maybe, down to about the 33-yard line.
Well, what this does, it puts you in real perspective for 4-down territory now by picking up some positive yards on that play.
Pretty good spot that time, but still going to bring up 3rd down and I'm going to say a long 4. Corbin with the football, tied at 14, 3:17 now to go, clock counting down in the 3rd quarter. Hounds have it at the Bell County 33. Sizemore working out of the shotgun. We've not seen much of Jonah French here in the 2nd half. We got a timeout taken on the field, I believe. It looks like we're trying to keep up with these timeouts that may be big down the stretch. Hounds use their first of the 2nd half. We'll take a 30-second break as well. We're tied at 14, 3rd down and 4 for the Redhounds from the Bell County 33. When we return, all tied at
15 years and older.
3:05 to go in the 3rd. 14-all, but I'll tell you what, it's been a heck of a football game.
Really good football game. It's a shame either one of these teams will have to lose. Good programs, good coaches.
The real shame,
tradition.
The real shame is one of them's got to go to Belfry. That'll be a tall order. Not an undoable thing, but it's just a long way up there. So it would really be nice to have them coming down this direction, whether it be Corbin or Bell. Be nice to have them coming here. Sizemore works out of the shotgun, set to go here on 3rd down and 4 from the Bell 33. Big play for the Redhounds. Sizemore will keep it himself. A little trap off the left side. He's got the 1st down. Hops over tackle at the line of scrimmage. Will pick up the 1st down to about the 26-yard line. Gain of nearly 7 there for Cameron.
Well, he's a little quicker than he looks. His strength makes him dangerous in there, but he's actually feet are a little better than what you would think they would be for a big guy.
I hesitate to say this, but one thing I've loved about this officiating crew tonight, they've only made the obvious calls.
Mm-hmm.
You've not seen a call for the man. They took that that play away from that team or something. It's been, even the ones that maybe have been big calls have been very obvious. Sizemore takes it, looks like he's going to keep it himself, picks his way across the left side, going to be hit, breaks a tackle or 2, and then gets down to about, not as big a run as I thought. He's going to gain about 2 down to the 25. Tough sledding there, running on that far side. Clock continues to wind down, 2:20 to go now in the 3rd. All tied at 14. The Hounds have had the football almost the whole 3rd quarter, Burley.
They have. Like I say, if you would have, it looks like the teams have switched jerseys from the 1st half.
Back set in and out behind Sizemore. Now they shift to the offset. Sizemore is going to keep it again, running off that tackle. Lost the football. Squirts out in the air. Bell County caught this one in the air, I think. Nope, they're going to take Corbin ball. Well, I tell you what, the Hounds got lucky again. That ball squirted right up in the air. 3rd down and long. Can Kennedy get a field goal from here? That's a 24. That's a 41-yarder.
Yes, he can, but I don't think they'll try that.
It's 3rd and 7. Corbin's got to get down to about the 16-yard line here. And they got basically 2 plays to do it. Well, another big break for the Hounds right there. That ball popped straight up in the air. It looked like it hit a Bell County kid right in the helmet, maybe. Looked like it could have. Sizemore takes it, going to keep it himself, running off the left side. He's going to be hit and taken down. Nowhere to go. Lost a yard on the play. I think Corbin's becoming very predictable here. The last few plays, that's 3 of the last 5 plays have been Sizemore off left tackle. I know he's left-handed, but When he runs it off that left side.
He does. Well, trap block's not getting there. We were getting there with the trap block early. That time the trap block was behind him running, and I don't know whether we're tired or just lack of effort. But what happens is they take that right guard and they pull him left, and they push the defensive tackle down, and he's to kick the next guy out, and he's not getting it.
So it's a 42 yards from here. Hounds are going to go for it on 4th down and 7. 35 seconds to go. Clock moving. Play clock down to 2 seconds. Corbin's going to have to hurry. They're not going to get it off. They're not going to get it off. That is a terrible play for the Hounds right there. It's 4th and 7, now 4th and 12. No, they took a timeout. Ooh, they got the timeout prior to the play there. Must have been called on the sideline. So Corbin uses their second timeout here, Burley, in the second half.
We'll see how that ends up here as the game goes on.
Yeah, we'll take a 30-second break as well. 29 seconds to go in the third. Corbin facing 4th and 7 from the Bell 25 when we return. We'll be right back.
We're the ones who live in the moment.
You know, that moment when you open a Pepsi and hear the music.
That's right. We're the party throwers and goers. The beat starts at Pepsi.com.
Pepsi. Live for now.
Back at Campbell Field, Dave Cox, Burley Foley with you here. 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. Redhound football from the Bell 25. 4th down and 7 for the Hounds. Still working on Humphrey on the sideline over here, Coach, trying to really stretch that hamstring out. He was holding his right hamstring running up and down the field. He was running okay straight ahead, but when he tried to cut or slow down, he was in some pretty obvious pain right there.
Well, he's a key part of their offense, but they do have some other good backs, and Willem and of course we've seen Collette handle it too. But he seems to be running a little better. And sometimes those could be cramps or it just get tied on you. But I guarantee you this, he's tough enough to play hurt.
Good for the muscle, Coach.
Never did. Ain't got one.
There you go. Sizemore set to go, working out of the shotgun. Jewell flanking into his left. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Fires long down the right sideline. It's going to be a for grab incomplete. And Corbin will turn it over on downs. Tried to get it out there to E-step at about the 5-yard line. And I'm not sure that Chase ever saw it coming. It was kind of like one of those fly balls that got on him before he saw it. They were chicken fighting down that right sideline, and the ball was well overthrown anyway.
Well, what they wanted to do was go to Moore on the slant, but he failed. And then that was the secondary guy, and he was to run that guy off, and I think he didn't realize that this thing may come to you.
That Moore would fail, right?
But anyway, he was covered. He couldn't have made the catch.
Well, I think if the pass had been thrown where it was catchable for Chase, it would have been intercepted.
Yeah, it was.
So really, that may have been Sizemore just throwing it away. Probably a pretty good play that time by Cameron. Got another timeout on the field, probably a TV time. We're going to hang on to it right here. 23 seconds to go in the third. We're tied at 14. Bell County will get it back at their own 25-yard line. Corbin squanders a pretty good opportunity right there, Coach.
Well, again, the turf got us because Moore was running the slant there, and it was going to him all the way. He looked there, and then Cameron just tried to float that thing up.
Really good football game.
I go back to the last series. We went 3 times with Sizemore there, and I'm not so sure we shouldn't have tried, maybe the jet sweep or something there. And again, we're trying to coach a little bit, but again, the trap wasn't getting there. They like to trap that thing, and it wasn't getting there. Was the real problem on the play.
We have not seen Jonah French in the second half, to my knowledge. He may have been on the field, but I don't think he's carried the ball here in the second half. Now, what we are seeing is Trey Humphrey over on the Bell County sideline, still trying to get stretched out. He's running a little bit over there. He is not in the offensive huddle on the sideline with Coach Wayne Mills, so got his helmet off. Does not appear as if he's going to come back in the game, at least at this point. Asher shaken up earlier for Bell in the game, has came back in the football game. Let's see if with Humphrey Burley on the sidelines, if Bell County goes back to that Wildcat with Willem at the quarterback slot.
Hey, the one good thing is I think Corbin's defense has only been on the field 1 series in this third quarter.
Yeah, I think you're right. Play clock down to 15. Bell County breaks the huddle on the sideline. We're going to have to hurry just a bit now. Down inside 10 seconds to go. Here's the play clock. They're lining up. Looks like Humphrey's going to be, Collette's going to be at quarterback. And they do get the play off. And with Willem actually off the right side, he's hitting stacked up right at the line. Bell had to hurry. That play had a little bit of problem from the get-go as they were late getting out onto the field and really had to, I think, snap it before they were fully ready to go. Gain of only a couple.
Pretty good job by the heart of Corbin's defensive line that time. Aaron Money in the game playing David now. He's been playing here some in this game for the Redhounds.
That's going to bring to a close the third quarter of play. 3 are in the books. We're right where we started at. All tied up. This time, no 14 all. Fourth and final period of play coming your way. We'll be back to Campbell Field. Back at Campbell Field, Dave Cox, Burley Foley with you. All tied up at 14. Starting the fourth quarter of play here. Bell County football second down and about 8. Working from their own 37-yard line. Peyton Collette back in at quarterback. They ran Willem in and out of there at that they call, I guess, what we call a Wildcat. They probably call it the Bobcat over there. But he's going to be lined up at the tailback position now. Humphrey's still on the Bell County sideline, the leading ground gainer on the year. That's where they're going to run Humphrey at the quarterback position. Lines up, fires on down the right sideline, well overthrown, trying to get it out there to Collette. So Collette and Humphrey just kind of changed Willem rather, kind of changed places.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, but it's not for me to understand.
But I think that you're thinking with Willem back there in the Wildcat, he's going to run it, and they try to catch Corbin asleep there with Collette streaking down that right sideline. He's pretty well covered out there. I think Money was running with him that time, or maybe it was McGuett. So big third down and long here, Buddy. Corbin defense can get off the field here would be huge. Willem's going to stay at quarterback, takes the snap, leaves it off with the big fullback. He's got the first down. Oh, my gosh, terrible play. The Redhounds give up a 15-yard gain right up the middle to the fullback. He was untouched the first 10 yards. Unbelievable. That's a great read by the quarterback.
Well, it was. They put us to sleep in there. We've been flying to Collette and Willem, and that time, like I say, it was what Corbin calls the pop play. This goes for a big gainer.
I mean, on third down and 8, a straight handoff up the middle for 15 yards. Wow. First and 10 from the 42 now. Corbin needs to get a stop. Willem's going to stay at quarterback. He rides the fullback again. He's going to keep it himself. He starts running right. The hit and dropped all the way back to 38. Boy, took a pretty good shot that time. That's Gibson in on the tackle as well as Big Braden Sevier. Lost on the play of about 3.
Yeah, Corbin played that very well.
Willem gets up a little bit shaken up maybe. He's a tough kid though. Play call is being sent in with the quarterback Collette. Another good opportunity for Corbin. You'd love to keep Bell in third and long here if possible. Well, they just had a lot of success throwing the football that I did not expect them to have tonight. Willem set up, fumbles the snap, ball's on the turf. His knee was down. His knee was down. That's a good call by the official. He went down on one knee to pick it up. The big fullback gained about 3 yards, but he's going to be marked down all the way back at the 35-yard line. A loss on the play, maybe another yard or 2, so that's going to bring up third down and 16 for Bell County.
Well, with Humphrey on the bench, they've moved the big fullback to tailback, and he was in the tailback slot.
I can see why. He ran it well the last time. I tell you, if you're Corbin here, you've got to get off the field. It's third and 16, 17 right here. Bell working from their own 35. Big play here for the Hounds defense. You got to find 23. Muncie is the kid they'd like to throw it to in this circumstance. Back to throw. They've moved Collette back to quarterback. Winds up, fires long down the left sideline. It's going to be out there. Incomplete. Broken up very well back there by the Corbin defense. Great play back there by Lucas Ellison. Got a hand on it there. Trying to get it down to a streaking wide receiver, Raynott Thompson, down that left sideline. Ellison played it perfectly. Hounds will get it back.
Boy, did. I thought he had us beat, but that time they call it catch-up speed as Lucas turned it on and was able to get there and knock it away.
That ball didn't have quite enough air in it, Burley, or he might have gotten it. If he was behind the defense just a bit, but Ellison coming from the middle of the field did a really good job now. Bell set to kick it away as Peyton Collette will drop back into punt formation. We've got a timeout on the field. Another timeout taken by Corbin. We've just been our third timeout.
Over special teams. We didn't have the proper special teams people on the field.
Wow. Well, the Hounds are out of timeouts, so that's going to be easy enough to remember from this point on.
You should never lose a timeout because you don't have the right special teams people on the field. You got a coach assigned to that, and you got a player assigned to count them and make sure they're there. So that you should never have that happen.
14 all, 10:02 to go in the football game. Corbin set to get the football back on a 4th and 17 from Bell. You would think here on the front. And the Corbin Hounds have had to spend their 3rd time out here. So they're out. They've used them all. Bell has still got their full complement of 3 left. Fourth and 17 for the Bobcats. 10:02 to go here.
You got your money's worth tonight if you paid to get in here.
Yeah, so there's going to be a whole lot of fans from one side or the other going home. Very disappointed tonight because this is a winnable game for either team at this point. Collette set to kick it away back deep as A.J. Moore standing about his own 34. Collette steps into it, kicks it high, angled off to the right side. Moore says get away from it. It takes a nice Bell County bounce and continues to roll down to about the 26-yard line. And that's where Corbin will get it first down and 10. Now, I tell you, if I'm just going to move away from that ball and let it bounce like that often, I'm going to move up very much closer. If he kicks it over my head, big deal.
Right.
But I'm going to fair catch that thing because that's 2 or 3 times that we let it bounce, and it's taken a Bell County bounce for another 10 or 12 yards.
Whereas your point's exactly right. Had we moved up 10 yards to where we were, we would have fair caught it.
I guess it getting colder, you really can't kick that thing quite as far. Let's see if Corbin's offense can continue to move the ball. They've done a pretty good job from about the middle of the second quarter on. Sizemore's going to work under center this time. Cameron moves up, takes it, leaves the second back through. Spinoza's going to keep it himself, gets it off the hook. I take that back, gives it to French. French, his first carry around the right side. He's fresh, gets it all the way out to the 40-yard line, gain of about 12. Well, that's some pretty nifty ball handling by the quarterback. I thought he'd given it off and thought he was going to keep it. Just kind of handed it to French on a very delayed handoff. And Jonah, his first carry of the second half, he picks up 12.
I'm still not sure what happened with that.
I don't know.
I really don't. I don't know what happened. I know he came out there with it, but
I'll tell you what, he is visibly fast when he's got the ball in his hands. You know, some kids get faster with the ball in their hands. He definitely does that. Sizemore moves up under center again. 2 plays in a row, not working out of the shotgun. That's a bit unusual. Second back here, they give it off to Jewell. He lowers his head, got some running room. He bursts free in the secondary, over the 50 into Bell County territory to the 47-yard line. Running very hard is Tucker Jewell. That is a great run that time. Another first down. 2 running plays, 2 first downs for the Hounds.
We look like we're just in better condition right now at this point. It looks like we're wearing them down a little bit.
Maybe that platooning that we were questioning earlier, but is starting to pay some dividends.
It appears it is.
So I think Corbin kind of loosening up a bit with some shots they've taken on first down, but they're just rearing back with the quarterback under center going after them right now. Sizemore moves up under center again, gives it off right side. Jewell hits the line of scrimmage, runs through another tackle, keeps his feet moving down inside the 45 to the 44, gain of 4. Most of that on his own. We've got 2 Bell County kids down, 3 Bell County kids down, getting up slow.
It looks like we're just wearing on them right now.
We had 2 kids that were for Bell County really slow. One of them was going to come off the field there, big defensive tackle there. It's number 61, Jimmy Kidd, 6'2", 275. Second down and 6 for Corbin. Sizemore gets the play back into the huddle. Play clock down to 10. Hounds may have to hustle just a bit. Sizemore will draw back into the shotgun this time, wide to both sides. Offset eye to the right, Jewell on the front. Sizemore will keep it this time running to his right, which is a bit unusual. He's got some room. He breaks into the secondary, lowers his head. He's got the first down inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Good run that time by Sizemore. The first time, Bodie, that I remember tonight that he's ran to his right.
Well, it worked, too, because we trapped back to that right side. We trapped back over there with Parton, one of the offensive linemen. We've been trapping with Jacob Lovett, but that time we trapped to the right.
They shifted that I formation, 2 of those backs to that right side, and he had a whole convoy out there in front of him. Very good, patient running by the quarterback Sizemore. Corbin's got it first and 10 from the Bell 32. Clock beginning to become a little bit of a factor.
Timeout Bell.
Timeout Bell County, 7:46 to go. We'll take a 30-second break as well. We're tied at 14. First and 10 for the Hounds from the Bell 32. When we return, 7:46 left. We'll be right back. Back at Campbell Field, TV timeout on the field. Justin Haddock's out discussing something with the officials. That didn't appear to be upset. He may be getting some kind of a clarification on where the football is going to be marked at. First and 10 for the Hounds from the Bell 32. Pretty very impressive job. The Redhounds would move the football in the second half. They were well down on the stat column at halftime. They I think, nailed that margin by a pretty good bit, would you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Sizemore working out of the pistol. Now the back shift to the opposite, to the eye of the left side. The DeJewel side sets the tackle in the backfield, lunges forward, picks up about 3, maybe 4. I tell you, it's a pretty nice move there. He was hit in the hole, sidestepped the tackle, and continued to churn forward. He has gotten a lot of what they call yak yards, Burley, yards after the carry.
Well, he's strong. Like I say, he's only 170 pounds, but he's an uncommonly strong kid for that size.
He has had a really good game running the football tonight. A lot of yards after contact. I think I said yards after carry. I meant yards after contact a moment ago.
Oh, we got play clock down.
Well, unfortunately, it's the one that the Redhounds are looking at when the direction they're going. I noticed they had a generator over there when I went over to get something to drink before the game, powering that thing.
You would think with modern technology we could wire those things.
Well, I'm sure they could. They just got them 2 weeks ago, though. That's a pretty long extension cord, too.
Well, what they do is they turn them both off now.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty fair. Well, here's the thing. Does the 25 start now, or did it start when they were messing around with it? Well, Town's ready to go here, second down, and they're saying 6. I'm saying it's a little closer to 7. Clock winds down, 7:14 to go in the ball game, working from the Bell 29. Sizemore takes is going to keep it himself, slams into the line off the left side this time. Not much room there. May have picked up a couple. Will bring up third down in about 6, maybe 5, but more than likely 4 down territory here, working from the Bell 29. 6:50 to go. Clock continues to wind down.
Well, here's where if you're Coach Haddix, you got to get the play in a little quicker because you don't have the clock to look at now. But more importantly, you don't have no timeouts.
You know, we didn't have that clock, those clocks for forever, and now we miss them. Sizemore back flanking him to either side. Makes the snap, leaves it off of Jewell, tries to get around the right side, cuts up against the defense, and makes a nice spin move, keeps his feet turning, continues to fight forward. May have picked up the first down. What a great run by Jewell. Unbelievable. He carried 6 Bell County players with him on his back.
That's just good, hard-nosed Corbin football right there, young man. Wow, that's the way it's played right
Run
there.
Run at the game without question.
That's the way it's played right there.
He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he spins free, and then they just jump on him and take a right for about 7 yards. First and 10 from the 18. Great run by Tucker Jewell. And I'll tell you what, the big hogs behind him kept pushing, too, very much rugby style.
Corbin's a very determined team here in the second half, David.
First and 10 from the 18. You got to hold on to the football because Lucas Kennedy begins to be a part of this play right now. As Sizemore's got it, works off the right side, is short gainer of maybe a yard or 2.
Well, we got somebody extremely upset on that sideline over there. I don't know who it is.
I can see that.
That's Coach Haddix, and I don't know if he's upset with a referee or a player.
More animated than you normally see,
I've
Justin.
never seen him that animated.
Gain of about 2. Second down and 8, ball at the Bell County 16. We're only about 13 yards, Burley, longer than an extra point right now. 5.5 to go. Clock continues to wind down. We're tied at 14. Corbin with it, second and 8 from the Bell 16. I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw that thing to A.J. Moore here at some point in time. Sizemore's going to keep it right up the middle. He's got some room, keeps the big legs turning, still on his feet. Push. He keeps on going down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Unbelievable gain of 12 yards straight up the gut.
Yeah. Wow. This is the way this football was played over here during the heyday. Let me tell you, when you go north and south, like we've seen Tucker and Cameron Sizemore do right there with people hanging on, linemen fighting and scratching, that's Corbin football.
They're going to put him down at the 5-yard line. They lay the chains down. Pick's going to get a break anyway. They're first and goal from the 5 right here. Nothing fancy about what's happened here in the second half. Clock continues to wind down. 4:50 to go now when this play goes off. Probably under 4:50. Offset out of the left side. They ran behind that most of the night, and here they go. Sizemore lowers his head, dives into the pile just inside the 5, maybe to the 4. Not much room to go. We got a personal foul on Corbin, I believe. They're not going to call it, but Corbin got by with and it may have been a flop by the Bell.
I believe that was a flop.
Well, the official read it perfectly.
Yeah, I believe that was a flop.
Yeah, one of the big linemen there kind of got tangled up a bit. One of the Bell County kids, much like you're trying to take a charge in basketball. At any rate, the ball is just inside the 5. Not much on that gain for Corbin. Second down and goal now for the Hounds. Certainly in Cananoo territory from here. Sizemore in the gun. Looks to throw it. Sets up. Wide receiver screen. Gets it out there to Carter. He's going to score. Touchdown Corbin. Sizemore to Carter for the second time tonight. There goes the cannon. Hounds on top by 6.
I've seen no touchdown signal.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Far sideline.
Okay.
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, good.
Yeah, I was watching that cat. The guy right in front of the pylon, he's in. Touchdown Corbin. The second time they ran that same play, Burley, right down at the goal line.
Well, we were kind of putting them to sleep with the run there, and then Carter kind of snuck out a little wider and was just able to really Carter unabated into the end zone till the flag.
Carter touches the ball twice, I think, that I can remember, and scores on both plays. So all-important extra point right here. Huge extra point. Snap's a good one. Cananoo steps into it. It is long enough, and the good news is it's straight enough. 21-14, Hounds on top. 3:59 to go in the contest. We'll break it and be back. Corbin trying to make it to the Final Four. Stick around. One tick under 4 minutes to go in this football game. Corbin on top, 21-14. The Hounds have came out and outscored Bell County 14-0. Two very long, impressive drive bowlers in the second half for the Redhounds, and that's got the Hounds just a touch less than 4 minutes away from going to the Final Four in these 3A state playoffs.
Well, a lot of time left on the clock, and you gotta play. You just gotta continue to play.
The bad news for Bell County, we're watching Trey Humphrey now, leading ground gainer on the year for Bell County, well over 1,500 yards rushing this season. He's got his helmet off. He's not going to come back in this game, moving very gingerly. What looked to be a pulled hamstring really has not been a factor in this second half at all. Back deep for Bell County, number 7, Raynock Thompson, and 23 Muncie, two really good runners. Be a good time for Kennedy to get one to the end zone, Coach. Lucas loosening up. He's got it teed up at the 40. One tick under 4 minutes to go here. Hounds on top by 7, waiting on the official signal. Who's waiting on TV, I would suppose. There we go. Cananoo approaches. Steps into it, puts the foot to it. This is a boomer. It's going to be fielded by Thompson back inside his 5 at the 3. Starts up his head of the field. Is going to be hit, breaks free, and ball's loose. Big pile up. Corbin says they've got it. A lot of signals from the Hounds. No signal from the official yet. We're still waiting on the stripes to tell us who's got the ball. Corbin already celebrating. No, Bell County's got it. Well, Corbin thought they had it. I did not see it, but Corbin thought they had it. I'm going to tell you something. There was twice tonight that I thought Bell County had them, and we came out of the pile, and that time I thought Corbin had it and Bell did.
Boy, that would have been a huge break for the Redhounds. That would have sealed the deal.
That may have been game, set, match had they gotten that one, but I'm going to tell you what, there's 2 times tonight that we fumbled it, and I thought that Bell had gotten it, but that time just the reverse.
You know, we have turned it over twice tonight. You're right, Dave, but we got both of them back, and that's huge. I don't think anybody's lost a turnover in this game, have they?
There was an interception, wasn't it? Collette takes the snap, looks to throw, sets up. Chased out of the pocket, fires underneath, got his man Asher. He's going to be sure of the first down. He is hit and pulled down inbounds after a gain of about 8. Asher makes the play for a gain of around 7 yards. Now they're going to say second down and 7. Again, we have just not gone to the quarterback. It would be a really good time now for Corbin to come up with a sack.
Yeah, we need that Harley Lambert play right here.
Clock continues to wind. 3:20 to go in the game. Keep in mind, Bell County has already missed 1 extra point in this contest. Back to throw is Collett. Wants to run, runs into his own man. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Breaks free. Hit from behind. Taken down at the 31. Third down and 5. It's got a long 4. Parker may have knocked him forward about a yard. Well, they're going to say 3rd and 3 now as the spot continues to get better. Hurry up, put it down, guys. We'll have a first down. Collette back in at quarterback for the Bobcats. Clock down to 2:50. Bell County has all 3 of their timeouts left. Corbin's playing with 0 timeouts. Got to watch Asher over here on this right side. Back to the left side is Muncie. Collette takes it, rolling to his right. Dumps it off underneath. Got a man out there. Asher with a lot of room. Picks up the first down, and then he is hit and dropped. No, it's incomplete. Incomplete. He was juggling, and a pretty good defensive play there. Was that
Aaron Murray, or Money?
Money came in with a pretty good pop. So this is the ball game for Bell County here with 2:31 to go. 4th down and a couple yards. Bell will probably spend one of their timeouts here. And it will be a timeout taken by Bell County.
Well, the Bell County fans are hollering that it wasn't incomplete. If it wasn't, it was a fumble, and we recovered it.
But yeah, if I were them, I think I'd vote on the incomplete because we have the football. But I do believe that he did not have possession. 2:31 to go. Let's set the stage for you right here. 21-14, Corbin on top, 4th down and 3 for Bell County, working from their own 33. If you're Corbin here, I think, Buddy, you got to watch the big fullback up the middle. Bell has went to that play time and time again. Now, 4th and 3 may be a touch long for that, but I'm going to tell you what, he's had some big carries tonight.
I think they're going to throw it. I think they're going to throw it. I think they're going to try to isolate one of these wide receivers over here and throw it to them.
Well, here's the thing. They got the big touchdown with 8 seconds to go at the end of the first half. On a 3rd and long, 4th and 3 here. If they hit the pass, it's a big play. Obviously, if they don't, then it's probably game, set, match. Asher and Muncie will be split on opposite sides. Asher to the short side of the field. That's the Bell County side. Muncie heads the other way. The two guys you really got to watch. Willem, of course, in the slot. He's a tight end kind of a guy. Pretty good as well. Here come the Hounds. Back out on the field. 2:31 to go. 4th down and 3. This could be the ball game if the Hounds can get a stop. Peyton Collette looks to throw. Rose is going to keep it himself. Starts up the left side. He's going to have the first down. Bumped out of bounds at about the 37. First down and 10 for Bell County. It will stop the clock as well with 2:24 to go.
That was a good call by Coach Mills right there and a good play.
Good safe play. He ran the receivers long, and then they had enough people to block and get Collette on the corner for a gain of about 6. And probably equally as important for Bell County, Buddy, to stop the clock. Ball resting right on the nose of the football, right on the 40 of Bell County.
Still plenty of time for Bell.
2:24 to go in the game. Corbin on top, 21-14. Collette moves under center. Quick pitch left side. They're going to throw it back to Collette. Williams is going to be hit, fires it up for grabs. It's going to be incomplete. Hits the Corbin defender in the back. They're wanting a pass interference. No call that time. Boy, had we got our head on a swivel, Coach, we could have intercepted that one, but a good job by Parker making up the ground. They pitch it to Willem, who tried to throw it back to the quarterback.
That was the correct call now, but because our guy didn't even know the ball was coming. He hit him in the back. I don't know what the Bills told. Well, they want to win, probably.
Well, it does stop the clock. 2:14 to go. 2nd down and 10. Would have been nice to have sacked Willem there and forced them to use a timeout. Bill, by my calculations, have all 3 of their timeouts left. No, they used one, didn't they?
I think they got 1 left, David.
I think they've got 2 left up there, but I think they've used one. We'll see here momentarily, probably. Back to throw is Collette. Here comes the middle screen. They get it off to Willem. Willem's going to be hemmed in and tackled. Hit up to the 39-yard line. Pushed back, and that's going to be a gain of only a yard. Then there's a flag that comes down on top of the play. Did they get Corbin for a late hit?
No, I think they're going to get bailed.
They are going to get bailed. Hounds are celebrating.
I saw what happened. Willem, he slugged him.
Well, that is a backbreaker for Bell County. If that's the case, Coach Haddock's out emphatically telling his team to get away from the pile.
Now, what could happen here is they could offset this thing, and they might, but I can tell you the Bell kid took a swing at a Corbin kid. I saw it.
I think what they're discussing now, Burley, is whether or not he's ejected. That's what I believe they're discussing. I think they're discussing whether or not he's ejected.
He definitely took a swing at the Corbin kid.
Well, they're going to talk things over here. I think, at least in my opinion, it's going to be a penalty on Bell County. We'll see what happens. A minute 59 to go. 21-14, 2nd down and 10. Actually, it's going to be 3rd down and 10, correct?
The Corbin kid didn't retaliate.
Coach Haddock's out trying to eavesdrop on the conversation out there. Now, here's the thing. The longer these guys discuss this, the more irate somebody's going to be. And you may be right. They may end up offsetting, but here comes the call from the official. It's going to be a personal foul on Corbin, then a personal foul on Bell. They're going to offset them both. You're exactly right. If somebody's ejected, Williams ejected. You're exactly right.
I thought they would eject him. Did they eject the Corbin kid?
No, I don't think so. Williams out of the game. I thought that's what was going to happen. That's really why I thought they were discussing it for that long a time.
He took a swing at him. He's about to get another.
He's getting ready to get a 15-yard penalty because he is chasing this official off the field, giving him a fearful. Jared Collins comes into the game, number 20 for Bell County, to take Williams' place. It's 3rd down and 11. Now, that happened, Billy, that happened after the play was over. So the play's going to stand. It's still going to be 3rd down. They're not going to get to replay that play, correct?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think that's a dead ball foul. I'm not sure what's going to happen looking around here.
I saw the Bell County kid take a swing at a Corbin kid, and I don't know what happened after that because it all got scrunched up.
Well, I looked around. I made eye contact because one of the Bell County coaches.
Here's what's sad.
Who we know. And
should Bell come back and win the game, he can't play next week.
Well, one of the Bell County coaches, a guy that we both know back here, really good gentleman, looked at me and said, number 2, threw a punch, gone. He knew exactly what it was. He's not complaining at all.
He did.
So it's 3rd down and 11 here for Bell County back at the line. Collette, you have to really focus on Asher and Muncie right here. Then we've got movement on the line. It looks like illegal procedure against Bell County. That's what it will be. They had 2 guys in motion at the same time.
I mean, they had 2 guys in motion. You can't do that.
And it's going to cost Bell 5 more yards. So 3rd and 17 now. If you're Corbin here, you got to really be careful, though, because they're going to be airing this thing out. 3rd down, I say 17. Looks like maybe closer to 16 for the Bobcats. Hounds up by 7. Collett back to throw. Here comes the rush. Chased out of the pocket. Harley's after him. Fires up the left sideline. It's going to be incomplete. Harley was after him, and that's the first time they really got enough pressure on him to force him to throw it quicker than he wanted to.
We've got to make him move. He doesn't like to move.
4th and 16, a minute 26 to go. If you saw the Louisville Central game last year, I almost hesitate to mention this. It's never over until it's over.
You're exactly right.
You absolutely have to play, and you have to tackle, and you have to wrap up out here. And if you get beat long, you pull them down from behind right now and take the penalty.
That's exactly right.
Minute 26 to go, 4th and 16 for Bell County. This is the ball game. If the Hounds can hold here, they're going to win this thing and move on to Belfry next week probably. A lot of football left, though. Collett takes a snap, looks to throw. Here comes the rush. He steps up, fires long down the left side. It's going to be nearly intercepted. Incomplete. Hounds get it back. Hounds are going to get it back on down at the 35-yard line of Bell County.
That should
18 to go.
Barring a turnover, that should do it. What a second half by the Corbin Redhounds.
Bell County had a lot of adversity in the second half. The leading running back, Humphrey, gets hurt. He does not get to come back in the game much in the second half at all. Willem gets ejected, and the Hounds are going to get to move on. But again, what a great second half, really, for Corbin's offensive line.
Well, it was. And let me tell you this. We had talked about Corbin's offense being stagnant in the Knox Central game and really not being polished in the Casey game. But I got to tell you, they came out the second half tonight and played as good a half of football as I've seen them play this year. They got well balanced.
Got to hold on to the football out here and make Bell spend these 2 timeouts. Sizemore takes the big guy's going to keep it himself. Gets over the line. They're ripping at the football. They pull him down, and only a gain of about a yard on the play. Clock will continue to run. Bell County is going to spend a timeout.
Timeout, Bell County.
Not sure how many they have left. I think they've got one more left, which, if that's the case, they'll be able to stop it with about a minute to go and maybe get it back with about 10 seconds. Barring Corbin picking up a first down.
Well, I don't think you're going to see an exchange from handoff here. I think Big Sizemore's going to have to lather up right here, and he's tough enough to do that. But
a lot of Bell County folks heading out of here. I'm going to say something. I'm staying till it's over.
It's a good football game.
Well, with 10 seconds, I mean,
very good football game.
Here's the thing, though. If I'm Corbin, I don't want Bell County's offense back out on the field. I try to pick up the first down. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't run it up in there and just lay down to give them the ball back. The only way you know you win the game is if you keep the ball.
That's true.
That's just where, I mean, I've seen too many crazy things happen, and I try to pick up the first down. Now, don't put it in the air and risk stopping the clock, but I don't necessarily just run Sizemore within there and keep the clock going, unless Bell County is out of timeouts. Now, we don't know that. I think they have one more left. If they're out of timeouts,
I think they are, because we're in the prevent.
No, okay, if they're out of timeouts, then this thing's over. You were right then. Somebody on that sideline is doing the arithmetic that's much better than me, and they know what it is, because they're in the victory formation, the most famous formation in football. Sizemore drops to one knee. That's going to keep this thing going. And let me tell you something right here. Good sportsmanship by Bell County. They did not fire out and hammer anybody that time. And, you know, I've seen people talk about that before, and we had the one college coach who did that, and the pro coach who did it. That time they did not. Good sportsmanship on their part.
Well, Bell County is coached by a class guy, Wayne Mills, in my opinion.
No, Wayne's a great guy.
I think Wayne's a fine person. I think he's as good a person as he is a good coach. And Bell County needs to, this has been disappointing for them, but they need to understand they've got a good football coach. They've got a really good football coach.
Clock continues to wind down. Sizemore takes the snap, takes the knee, covers it up. That should do it. They're going to reset it with less than 25 seconds. Corbin's going to go on to the Final Four. Justin Haddix will go to 3-0 against Bell County in his short coaching career with the Redhounds. The Hounds celebrate, and I'm going to tell you, Coach, coming into this one, I had my misgivings a little bit. I had not seen this kind of fire out of Corbin since the Bell County game the first time we played them, and quite honestly, I saw a lot tonight. I go to Belfry with a good feeling in my stomach. Bell County's pretty good, but let me tell you something. These Redhounds showed some stuff in the second half.
They did. It seemed like they'd been a little lackluster and hadn't been as fired up as what, fans might think they should be. But I got to tell you, they saved it all up for the second half because they came out in the second half, and it looked like the old Corbin traditional football teams of just running it up in there and gutting it out. And the offensive line, Alec Gamble, I want to name those guys, Adam Storms, Big Parton, Jacob Lovick, Alec Gamble, Knuckles, Keaton Knuckles, Severe. They just knocked them off the football. And in our backs, Tucker, he went north and south.
Two touchdown catches by Drew Carter.
Drew Carter had some big plays. Jonah French played well. As they tally up the votes, it'll be tough to pick the player of the game.
Well, we're going to do just that. We're going to figure up everything here. We got a bunch of folks voting in the press box tonight. This cold house, we have a lot of company in here. Hounds win at 21-14. They improve their record to 9-4 on the year. Bell falls to 10-3. We'll be right back after this short timeout. Stay with us. Hounds a winner tonight by a touchdown over Bell County, moving on to semifinal action.